Alright, should be live. So doing something a little different at the beginning of this stream. Since there's no way to actually show the multiplayer mode on the Wii U, I'm going to at least show the multiplayer music because it's arguably the best track in the game. So just take a listen. Yeah, fun stuff. And believe me, the game is also fun, but it's just not possible to play. Anyway, let's hope I have all of the knobs set correctly again, and have our co-coms actually join the stream. Hey all, this is JDacer64 with the rest of New Super Mario Bros. DS, and joining me...
Cloudy K9.
Dark Mario 1000. Hey.
And let me know if I somehow did not set the audio back to the correct level or something, but it should be good. Anyhow, let us get back to this.
Yeah, sounds fine to me when I turn the stream volume back up.
Yeah, I'm listening on Twitch, and you're sounding just fine. Everyone is actually.
Ah yes, no spikes. Nope. That was less than stellar.
I thought you meant literal spikes. I'm like, oh wait, no. Enemies, right?
Alright, I should...
I thought he meant actual spikes as well. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so there's a couple of gimmicks in this. You have the deep snow that you can't run through, and you have the snow that'll just sort of trap you if you stand under it.
You know, most platformers just use ice, but I like when they actually use, you know, actual snow.
I know, right? But, like, this is such a rarity, even in Mario.
To give Snow Kingdom from Odyssey some credit, I do like that effect. When you get there, if you stand still, the camera gets covered in snow.
Huh. I don't know if I ever even noticed that. Ah, come on, fireballs don't instantly melt the snowballs.
Sorry, wrong game.
Did they do that in another game?
No. Well, actually, yeah, what am I saying? Freaking, what was New Super Mario 3D World, where you could actually melt snow? Was it?
Was it
I'm
3D?
not remembering. I don't think it was.
All I can think of is Galaxy.
Oh, I didn't. Of course, the 10 coin one whoop. Let's just sort of leave that there for now. Ah, you have to hit this from below. Both make a barrier for the snow and to get over it.
Could they not have placed that star coin anywhere else? Just here, he's out in the open.
Could be off in some other distance.
I mean, frankly, I didn't even notice the star coin, so clearly it must have been really obviously placed. Boy, what is with me in finishing the level at 99 coins?
The trend continues.
And also, like, immediately getting mushroom houses at the beginning of every world. Might as well go ahead and get that out of the way so we can replace it with a better one.
At least you're not really short on lives, which is good going into Worlds 7 and 8, I believe. I think that's the worlds that I struggled the most on.
Should I keep it going? Ah! Should have skipped.
I mean, not like it really matters. You still get the lives.
But I could have got the little jingle and everything, and the perfect 12.
This isn't jump attack. There's not much room for failure here.
It does double your winnings.
Wasn't like every game after this, the Snow World was level World 4? Or was that just you? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that might have been all of. No, 4 was the beach world in Wii. I'm pretty sure. 3 was the ice world.
Really? Wow, I don't even remember.
Yeah, and then 5 was the forest world. 'Cause that's where you warp.
I guess they realized poison water presents more of a challenge than ice physics.
I believe it.
I don't know, maybe they didn't feel like making really hard ice levels.
I don't think they were too difficult anyway.
I guess they were afraid people would complain. It'd be like Mario 3's Ice World.
Yeah. Where's Mario 3's Ice? I found Mario 3's Ice World pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, I do too, but I guess not everyone else thinks so.
Favorite level in a walk is definitely, I think I remembered stating it when you were streaming, JD Acer, was 6-10.
Oh yeah, that one is super fun. The one with all the ice blocks and the hammer suit. And the super tall vine.
Exactly.
I have a video of me messing around with the P-switch there. What am I doing? Walking very slowly.
Tread lightly on snow.
I totally forgot that coin enemy from Mario 64 was in this game.
Yeah.
You know, that enemy that shows up in many games.
Yeah, that... I mean, it appears in Galaxy and sort of in well, no, the one in Odyssey looks more like it, honestly. The one in Galaxy looks like a variant thereof.
Yeah, I totally forgot they were even in those games, but yeah, they were.
Familiar face in Snow Golem Kirby in your chat. Apparently he hasn't seen or played this in, quote, forever.
I think that's the case for a lot of people. I sure haven't played this game in forever.
Same.
Looks fun though. I'd definitely go back to this one.
Just realized that I'm not able to see my Twitch chat because my antivirus likes to make the page load really slowly. Let me make it so I can see that without looking at the stream. I need to figure out what on earth is causing it to do this. I forget where this pipe even goes. Does this just skip the fort? Yeah. You can shortcut through this world with that and one other.
They sure put plenty of skips for the forts in this game.
Yeah, they do.
It's an auto-scroller. Who wants to play through that?
Fair enough.
Sorry. My computer just does not like anything right now.
Also, a familiar face in Philip J. Fry in your chat.
Yep.
YouTube chatting, that is. That's a interesting thought. I've never considered those enemies to be penguins.
To be what? Sorry?
I never thought that they were look like penguins, those snow spikes.
Oh yeah, they kinda do.
Well, maybe next game we'll have a penguin power-up. Which I don't even remember using that much when I think back.
I forgot when you made that, when you said that, I forgot that was actually a thing.
Yeah.
It's weird that they took till that game to have like an ice power-up in a platformer, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you want to call it. Galaxy beat it to it.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Partners in Time's Ice Flower.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna count that. I mean, technically, Paper Mario had ice power. Oh, come on, really?
Here I go.
Slightly backtrack to that power-up. Well... thought there was a power-up over here. Is it one of these?
Yeah, to be one of the.
Never mind
yeah,
then.
there was a surprise. Not a surprise button. Excuse me, question mark button.
I mean, a question mark could signify a surprise, maybe, in some context.
Yeah, if it's invisible.
When are we gonna get question mark exclamation point blocks?
Color splash? Except
Oh, there's actually a thing
except
in
it
that
may be
game?
exclamation point question mark, I don't remember. No, there's a block that lets you unfurl things.
So nice.
And it does indeed have those two symbols in some order on it.
Apropos of nothing except, I guess, the snow levels, I think your stream has some awesome magic because my feet are finally not cold for the first time today.
And it is going to be cold tomorrow, that's for sure.
Yep, I will be going... Well, good night. I'm dying so many times in dumb ways right at the beginning of this stream.
Here I go.
This...
Don't worry, you have a lot of lives.
Yeah, I know. But this bodes well for later, just taking forever.
What does the game over screen in this game even look like? I have no idea.
I've definitely seen it before, but it's been quite a while.
Same. You're talking about cold JDA, or going some.
Yeah, I'll be heading to Arkansas for Thanksgiving. It will be a nice toasty 59 degrees / 15 Celsius. But, which I call toasty. Literally no one else would, in any circumstance.
Oh, no,
I mean,
I'd call it toasty.
In New York, I bet it definitely is.
I would have called it toasty this time of year. Or indeed, like, earlier than this, in Nashville as well. I'd call it that in Florida, just to the ire of everybody. Oh, I forgot that was a vine. Well then, I guess we'll be coming back to this level, probably.
Man, I forgot those could go down.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of hitting vine blocks from above.
If memory serves, you actually have to do that at some point.
What, like climb down?
Yeah,
above?
you have to hit a vine downward, if I remember correctly, in World 7.
Does that cause like a screen transition?
It's like you wouldn't
s-
otherwise be able to make a jump, because
Yeah,
you'd be too close to a ceiling.
I think I know exactly what level you're talking.
I could
don't
be
know the name.
misremembering this, and in fact you have to grow it up, but we'll see.
Here I go.
Okay, let's not forget about the vine this time.
I've got fleeting memories of this game anyway, so. Like in your last stream, I did remember one of the other blocks that I know that I hit from above. That was a vine block, and I was like, good work, JD Acer, for not doing what.
I made a lot of those jumps nicely. I feel like this would be a really fun level to speedrun. The constantly changing platforms, just knowing where they're all gonna be in advance.
Platform cycles.
What about with the blue shell, though?
I
I
feel like
keep
the blue
jumping
shell
too
is
far
slower
there, I don't know
running.
why. I have no excuse.
Here I go.
Like, I want to say Mario runs faster than the blue shell actually goes.
Yes, slightly. So, TASs are indeed speedruns. Keeping full speed with the shell is an interesting thing to have to do. I took a totally different path
Is it
over that
is
this
it like
time.
continuously ducking in and out of the shell?
Basically. Or, I don't even know if it's that. It's like this... The reason I probably did that is it's kind of hard to hit that vine. Not trivial at the very least. Oh, now I see where there's a P-switch. Very nearly made that impossible to get.
The B-switch is just there so you can ground pound through those blocks, and it'd be very satisfying. Oh, which you actually did do.
Yeah. The other ice level, the only ice level in a world after this, 6B, that is historically my favorite level to speedrun.
Here I go.
Like, that one I would just sort of run through all the time.
I don't know the levels by memory, but like I feel like every time I see a new level, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, it's the...
Speaking of, oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, the auto-scroller upward tower. Half the fun is just keeping all the power-ups on screen. Boy, I remember the levels like this in Wii. It was fun, just like getting a bunch of dry bones on the screen at once and then just killing him with a simultaneous ground pound and/or pow block.
1-ups for days.
Or freezing one and throwing the block over all the others.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Man, people who say the ice flower is just an inferior fire flower are wrong.
I prefer the ice flower over ice flower. Excuse me, fire flower.
Ice flower. Oh, I'm
And
gonna
then
be... I feel like I'm gonna be really... Okay, good. I remember there being a split path at some point here, and I was like, I'm gonna be really ticked if I choose the one that doesn't have the star coin on it.
Now, a Mario that could shoot both fire and ice flowers at the same time would be interesting. I wonder how hard it is to like test these levels so that the spike ball leaves at the appropriate time.
Yeah, you just have to... You just have to, like, place all the obstacles in the right place.
Yeah, that'd be hard to make in Mario Maker.
Okay, make this 2 blocks taller. I mean, I applaud the people that make the good auto levels in Mario Maker. For about that reason.
Oh yeah. A lot of hard work that goes into that. Sometimes gets overlooked for all the trolley levels, unfortunately.
I'll take the bottom path because there are fewer levels on it.
Here I go.
I know this is the greatest strat. I say the greatest strat, but the true strat going through this game when I replayed it was having to make certain I saved like after every single level or every other level with those
Yeah,
star
I was like kind of doing that by habit. Like when I like started last stream, I didn't take the save points initially. It's like, you know, am I really gonna need the save points if I'm gonna be playing through 4 worlds in a row?
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's like, this is gonna be fun. Came back even. Too high to grab it above the block.
Someone asks if you've watched Alien Covenant.
I have not.
Don't even know what that is.
One movie.
How on earth did... I threw that thing at Mach speed. How on earth did it not, like... That is so weird.
Yeah, that's a mechanic. If you go too fast, you'll fall between the 1 block gaps.
Okay, let's try this at normal speed then. That's weird. If memory serves, I need a shell for the secret exit in this.
Oh, maybe? Yeah. Isn't there...
Totally don't need the
Is there a
P-switch for
block?
that. Yeah, there's like a place that has a block. Unless you could take one of these up there, that seems unlikely.
Philip
You
didn't
know,
make
I was about to ask, like, instead of a shell, like, is it intended to use that P-switch and just, like, make a break for it somewhere?
Oh gosh. Now I
Using
wonder.
that P-switch to-
I don't
to
think
go
you could.
wherever.
I don't think you could get the P-switch all the way here, but now I'm curious. I really wonder if you could do some shell jumping shenanigans and get this up to where you need to be to get the secret exit. Somehow I doubt it. You have to get up through there and then have a shell. I'm intentionally not getting the one-ups. I want the points.
Nice.
Gosh, those one-ups are just not at all.
That's what you'd be saying if Super Paper Mario had lives.
That's
I'd
what.
rather have the points.
Finishing this level with 98 coins instead. Trying to spice it up.
Here I go.
Yeah, let's go get a shell in World 3. Since I watched the stream, I'm like, oh hey, I left a mushroom house in World 3. Might as well grab that.
Yeah,
Good.
would 100% completion involve getting all the Toad houses?
It would not. They all appear, like, once you've beaten... I think it's just when you've beaten all the levels, they appear to be used as many times as you want.
Here I go.
Or maybe...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think they respawn if you beat the game, but I don't know if they continuously respawn until you've gotten all the exits. Oh shoot, you know what? I meant to play as Luigi. Let me, do that.
Oh yeah, you did.
Next
say
time I
that
hit a save
last-
point.
Can't wait for some green action.
And then the time becomes 100 seconds.
Philip did make mention of another enemy, like, because in the last stream you were mentioning like enemies that don't really get to we don't get to see in like any other game, and mentioned these barrel rhinos in this level.
Yeah, Snailicorns do not appear in any other game, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. I could be forgetting. Oh,
Then the spike bass from the beach levels.
What are those snail enemies called?
Snailicorns. That's not what we meant to do there. I was just trying to see how far I could get that P-switch to go.
Here I go.
I highly doubt you can get to the place you're supposed to be in time, but I'm going to see how close you can get.
Should have had Snailicorns in Seaside Kingdom.
I'm hoping to clear these guys out. Alright, let's hit this thing at full speed.
If you want to answer, Bane did ask, what are your thoughts on Super Paper Mario?
Well, so much for that. So much for full speed. Boy, corners.
I never really realized that too. And you mentioned that on the last stream.
Corners
These
and ice
corners.
physics.
Losing all momentum, that's kind of ugh.
Yeah, I don't think there would be any alternative way of getting this. You would have to get here and duck slide under there.
But it almost looks set up to where that's what they want you to do.
It's just a little too far away that for me to believe that. I don't know.
Okay, but then this room disproves that. Never mind.
But yeah, Super Paper Mario is a game. No, it's a good one. I've streamed it before. I've played challenge runs of it before, which literally nobody does.
So there's not much you can do, to be fair.
Here I go.
Hey, whatever, man.
Yeah.
8-3 was legit challenge. Like, most of World 8 was a lot harder without it being able to use any items in my inventory.
For what specifically in 8-3?
Not
Oh.
having to do the Mimi fight, and then coming in with 3 HP.
That was the highlight for sure.
You know, I don't think I've actually seen Buzzy Beetles yet in this game. I think this
Oh,
is
yeah, we
their
were talking
first
about
appearance. Also, bruises. I love these enemies, and they need to
Yeah, I
be in
do
more
too.
games. I don't know why this shape shows up so much. Like this kind of U-shaped platform. There's one of those in 1-2 as well. I feel like I'm just gonna, like, careen into a pit at some point. Oh, you know what? I needed that. Actually, no, maybe I didn't. Normally you would need that guy, because I think you can't ground pound through the top of this. Yeah.
Yeah, they thought ahead. Or maybe you would need a bomb on.
And now I'm soft locked. No, not
Wow.
quite. Almost. She whiz, if that were any smaller. I mean,
Oh man.
I mean, if that were any smaller, you'd be soft locked anyway. So they probably just don't make shapes like that if they can help it. Like you just drop the Buzzy Beetle shell. Boy, we're just gonna play through this whole level just not as intended. Because I think you do actually need a Buzzy Beetle shell at some point. Probably here. Not what I meant to do. Drat. I don't think there are any more. I haven't already killed. Let's go further back. I know there's one over here.
Huh, apparently there was a Super Mario Party minigame that had bruisers.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's just a bunch of them chasing you through an alley. Well, and I went and suicided anyway, because I was going too fast.
Here I go.
Man, I was hoping maybe you would save yourself there.
Oh wow, no half points that far in?
Yeah, that Bruisers got to make a very, very brief appearance in Sticker Star at the very least.
Oh yeah,
And
and
Color Splash.
they were in Paper Jam too, and they were one of the most fun enemies to fight in that, just because they're... Oh, no, don't kill him, I need you this time. Make more headroom.
I'm trying to get all the stickers from Sticker Star, and I thought that I needed a barrel from the Bruisers because I remembered knowledge from, what was it, New Super Mario Bros. Except for whatever reason, my RNG just didn't give me the sticker that I wanted until I had to go back and fight, what, over 10 times?
Everybody's favorite part of RPGs, grinding
Sheesh.
rare drops.
Slipped off the platform there twice.
I don't
I
even
say
know.
as I have a save file in Earthbound with all of the rare drops, equipment drops.
I don't even know if that's considered a rare drop, considering like all the enemy stickers, you know, the boomerangs, sombrero hat, those things to me aren't even rare. They're common.
Yeah, it's more or less just fighting each enemy a handful of times, I imagine. I never did get all the cards in Color Splash when I played through that, but it just seemed like
mean,
unnecessary tedium.
Yeah, I guess it's better than badge drops.
Truth. Those are perhaps the worst rare drop rates of any game I've played.
Yeah, I've never seen an RPG with drop rates that ungodly low.
1 in several hundred at the best.
Like, didn't some get to like 1 in 1,000 or something?
1 in 1,700 at the worst.
Jeez.
Let's very slowly make our way out of this time. Let's not wall kick. Heaven knows no one would care about that. I thought this looked like a place there'd be a vine.
Does Sticker Star have the same good sound quality as Color Splash? I don't think.
Sound
would that be-
quality?
I think the music is. Yeah, what's the difference?
The music's okay, but like the sound quality is definitely
I was about to
3DS.
Exactly. I was thinking that too. I was like, wait, really? I thought I felt it different.
Oh man, there's like this whole section where you like have this constantly appearing bridge that the bruisers try to punch apart. And now we're not gonna play that because you skip it to get the third coin. I don't know, should I play it again just for that section?
Would it be that worth it?
Probably not, because it's essentially an auto-scroller. Oh, well, it's gonna give me an item. Let's at least see what it is. If it's a shell, then we'll take that as a sign of goodwill. That we should indeed continue playing. Nope, that's a sign of the illest will possible. Short of a Mega Mushroom. Actually, no, in an underground stage, Mega Mushroom would be pretty fun.
Here I go.
I mean, to be fair, they just want you to take the secret exit at the end of the world here.
Like, I'm the king of not hearing the differences between sound quality, and I could definitely tell the difference between, like, 3DS and live soundtrack in a Wii U game.
It's interesting. I was watching Exo Paradigm Gamer. He makes those like remake or re-break videos, and I watched the one for Luigi's Mansion last night. And he's like, he played the Chauncey battle theme from both versions, and like the 3DS one, it's like wrong. Like there's an instrument that sounds incorrect. It's very strange.
Ooh.
That was a really weird ground bound. I don't know how I was able to do that low to the ground. Well, overshot.
Because I physics.
No way. Whoa, that was weird. He just sort of sat there for a sec, and then decided to get knocked away. Get in there, dang it, Mario.
Reminds me of Crystal Snail from Mega Man X2. Now that's a fun boss fight.
To backtrack, because apparently I missed a coin. Dang it! These things keep spawning right when I don't expect them. That you have to just sort of do both sides of this. And I guess you don't. You don't have to take the top path.
They're trying to add replayability as best they can. I mean, I'd rather have that than, hey, play this level again, except with Princess Peach so that she can hit a switch.
Ah. Sigh. Make the jump, Mario. Wow, you lose like all of your horizontal momentum when you do that. Hey, another one-up house I don't need.
So nice.
Apparently, New Super Mario Bros. Gets all the viewers.
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait until next year, man. I'm gonna be playing like the hottest game.
Here I go.
The hottest version of New Super Mario Brothers. What even is that coming out? I don't know.
Deluxe, I think it's in January.
Obviously 2019, because everything is coming out in 2019.
Except Ultimate,
Not
yes.
Smash.
This is where you're presumably supposed to first see bruisers.
Bane giving us that vitriol towards mini mushrooms.
Hey, they could be fun to just run and jump over everything.
Yeah, I was being mostly facetious when I was saying that that was the sign of the illest will. It's fun seeing how much distance you can clear from a downward... Well, I missed.
No.
Still got it in time. Although it would have been kind of fun to try to get like the max jump combo off all that. Well, I should really let some of these live. Neither of those were intended to be shot. I like how this is a subtle hint to go up. It'd be really great if that were like actually just one block above, so you couldn't hit it if you hit the middle one already.
Now that would be Mario Maker.
Yeah. Superstar mode? I don't have the means to mod a Switch. It looks interesting, I'll say.
Don't even know how people are managing to do that.
I don't even have the means to mod a Wii U currently. MIDI piano sound fonts. For when that thing does its dancing around.
Oh, I forgot that. That's pretty fun. A mini piano, is that a reference to Mario 64?
The MIDI piano. I have a cold, slightly.
And it changes how I pronounce letters.
Oh, can I hit this by running off the edge? Nope. We're a little lower. I always forget whether you can drop things by just like holding down in midair or not. Apparently not.
I love how it actually does go past the flagpole.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I appreciate like the mini mushroom boss secrets, but they really shouldn't be the way that you get to 2 entire worlds of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
weird.
agree with that much. Like I said last stream, like I think this game would be a little bit better about like I like how it uses the special power-ups, but it'd be nice if they were in the levels they were required, or at least a little easier to come by.
I don't remember that being a thing in like the later New Super Mario Bros. Games where it's like, I absolutely need this power up, so I need to hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't any really special power-ups like that. Well, I guess none of them are gonna... Okay. Now we've learned. Don't try that ever again.
Even though that looked like the intended solution.
Fun fact, Gamer Nation, I never knew how to get to those secret worlds with the mini mushroom fighting the boss until after I completed the playthrough. Just 2 worlds that I just had no idea how to get to.
I don't even know if I knew how to use internet back then.
I definitely know that I did not use internet. I had someone else who had the game just tell me, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. I'm like, really? Okay.
This was back in my age of, like... This was back in the age of printing out walkthroughs in 4-point font. To save paper and ink, you know.
I gotta go to Cheat Code CC and print out all the cheat codes for Pokemon
Yeah.
Emerald.
All of the
That's the cheat code.
all of the non-existent cheat codes.
Yeah. Here's how you get to the moon to get Deoxys or Jirachi or whatever it was.
And then
And then Horus actually did that.
and then like Diamond and Pearl had like the what was the glitch called? Tweaking or whatever, when you like do weird things with a bike. Whoops.
Try to get to those off the chart islands.
Yeah, I got a shaman that way and then couldn't transfer it because of course it wasn't legit.
Yeah.
I held
Remember-
up while listening to Jubilife City's theme for like upwards of an hour, dang it.
So nice.
Thank goodness for the step counter.
I remember like the old placebo to get a Chimecho in Emerald was go all the way to the top rightmost corner of Mount Pyre and then hop in on the acro bike. That's how you get a Chimecho. The weirdest part was that it kind of worked a few times for me.
Alright. Before we finish this off, let's go ahead and clear out that one-up house. See if we can hit 99. If we can get as lucky as last time. Those are in the first block. Totally calling it. Oh. Not quite. This level I always thought was fun, just because of the like sound effects or whatever the rising and falling platforms make.
Oh, I remember these things. This game loves using mushrooms.
Yeah, they're kind of a thing.
As far as the
It's not
Mario
like this is
staple
a
goes.
kingdom full of them or anything.
Amazing the amount of airtime you can get. I almost didn't see where you went.
Oh yeah. That was me ground pound canceling off screen.
Did they bring back that glitch from what was that game? Was it Lost Levels, where you just go really high after bouncing off an enemy the right way?
Oh, no. Hello? Donut block, you're gonna work? It was thinking about it.
Mario was just barely the right weight threshold.
Still amazed I have not made a single power-up appear in an inaccessible place but with the reserve item. Dang it! I got the wall kick just in time to not get the item.
Even though you already had a fire flower. Yeah, I'll tell you the most terrifying auto-scroller, and that was the Sandbird.
Yeah.
That level was really weird when Vinny streamed it, because he was using like the 60 FPS mod for it. So like the Sandbird was moving at like twice the speed. It was kind of strange.
These ground pound castles, this is the longest I think I've ever heard the sound go up or down. That was nearly the maximum amount of time it could play the sound effects. Have fun listening to that one on stream.
You know, I remember what I think I did in Sunshine was, if you're pulling on Goober Blooper, the sound effect for Mario pulling on it just keeps getting higher and higher pitched, so if you purposely hold on to it, it'll sound very strange.
Like in Super
Like,
Mario
it does not
World.
stop rising in pitch.
Super Mario World in the funky level with the green berries. If you let the time run out, and then grab a green berry to go back over 100 seconds, it will continue speeding up the the music.
Will it?
Like every time you go under 100, it'll speed it up even more.
And then there was that glitch in Sunshine where, if you pull up the map with the Z button right as you ground pound Wiggler to beat him, the music like speeds up very strangely.
That was some range. I was expecting to be able to fireball that guy from there. I was like 2 blocks away. Piranha plants are this awkward size in this game. Like double the size of any game before it.
They're not confined to pipes either.
Nope. Time to try this a few more times.
To be fair, that's a really neat use for the springboard.
I'm glad they don't just give you one shot at it.
Those are always the worst things in, like, collectathon games, where it's just like, here, you have one shot to get this, or else you have to restart the level.
Yeah. This one sort of gives you a mini mushroom. To carry that spring all the way here? Dang it, I forgot about that. Which means I'm gonna have to get a backup mini mushroom.
Oh.
Can you carry the things with mini mushroom?
No, so yeah, I'll have to either do the backtracking or get a backup mini mushroom, which, I mean, to be fair, is like the saner thing to do against a boss anyway.
And here's the boss of the ice world for some reason, and not the jungle world.
Yep. I was expecting
Like
him to do
how-
more jumping.
I like how Bowser Jr. wakes him up by just jumping on him, like, wake up, he's here.
Oh,
Except
that's-
when you replay this, it's like, oh, you're here now? Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's true. If I'd gone to a later world, like Warp to World 6 or 8, I wonder if he would have even been there. How would you find out his weak spot?
Play Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the mushroom houses one shot, rather than try to see if I can avoid playing through 1-4 twice. Nope. Now I have to get rid of a shell. Dang it.
We got a familiar face in John in your chat. First time catching your stream, dude, and he grew up with this game and loved it.
Here I go.
I think this was a lot of people's first DS game.
Oh.
For you.
While
my
I'm
first
thinking about it, since I
game
just
for-
saved.
Oh right, Luigi.
I forgot about Luigi too.
He's a character that exists.
Don't worry,
Luigi.
we didn't
get
forget Luigi.
Oh no, spoilers.
You get to suffer for this, this mini mushroom secret exit. It was always disappointing that, like, the Mario Bros. Had the same physics in all of the new Super games. That is one thing I'm glad that 3D World fixed. It's like, I don't care if it's multiplayer and it's an asymmetric experience. I want 4 characters that play differently, and I think they could have made them play more differently than they did.
Hey, at the very least, you had New Super Luigi U, right? Where 4 characters did the same mechanic as Luigi, though.
Wait, was everyone else in that game slippery?
Yeah, everyone has his physics, and Nabbit also has his stuff.
Luigi.
His invincibility powers.
It's weird that he's just forced to be a player, too. Like, you can't not have Nabbit in a 4-player game. It's funny how small, like, mini Luigi can still kill things by sliding into him.
The power of the feet.
I forget which server we were talking about this in, but it still confuses me how in Superstar Saga, Luigi didn't have the more powerful jump attacks.
But he jumps so high. I don't know. I can't come up with, like...
Maybe he comes down slower than Mario
Yeah, he's got
does.
the floatier jump. Alrighty.
You should have the weaker jump because Luigi's a little bit more slimmer, right?
But I refuse to believe that Luigi can swing a hammer better than Mario.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, he does have a wilder damage range, so clearly he just puts all
Yeah,
of his,
it's not really that he has
energy
a better
in it.
hammer attack, but it just depends on his mood.
He has slightly higher averages that get worse as the game goes. Like with the later hammers, the averages go up
Yeah, I remember
more
that.
slowly for Luigi. Like the damage range just gets wider and wider. It's really funny that they put that amount of detail into it. Like, I never even noticed that they had different, like, damage ranges for the different strengths of the hammer. Sheesh, is there just a never-ending stream of these things?
Wonder if that's a reference to Mario RPG, where Mario's hammer had like a big wide damage range.
I mean, that was like especially true for the Masher, am I right?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, a lot of Square RPGs do that with their hammer weapons.
I would like a mushroom, please. I'll lose this now. You have to make sure you drop the spring if you get hit, so you have to make sure you pick it back up while you still have the iframes. Like, this is really ridiculous. Is this
Luigi's like lack of health in this situation, like, so in the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion,
I think I'm
the
just
Hidden
totally
Mansion,
I think I probably could have gotten up there without the spring. Yeah.
Apparently the Hidden Mansion in 3DS Luigi's Mansion has no recovery hearts.
Oh well. It was worth a shot. Alright, let's cheat this. Do it without the mini mushroom until after he's already gone prone the second time.
That's the strat that I think I used for this one because I didn't like slipping and sliding and trying to aim.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Like, being able to jump repeatedly to stabilize is really useful, and the mini mushroom can't do that as easily because of its lower gravity. almost wall kick over the entire, like, arena without losing any height.
Luigi.
Almost.
Huh?
Huh? Luigi's sound effects are so good in this game. Oh man. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play this on stream. Oh no. Shoot, I'm gonna have to play this on stream at the end of the game. There was like this great like YouTube mashup of the Sky High theme from Kirby Superstar and like sound effects and gameplay from this game.
Hope we don't forget it.
If I can't find, I may not be able to easily set up the video, but I'll at least play the audio and like link to the video in the chat or something.
Yes.
Now this was the level they showed off a lot in trailers, I remember.
Yeah.
You can walk on cliffs.
I know, cliff walking and wall jumping and whatnot. I mean, this is like I do love these cliff levels. I wish there were more of them.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
There's really only 3. I guess one more if you count World 8. Like the one with the Hammer Bros. Another thing I need to remember to show off is the mode that this game put in to be like similar to the OG Super Mario Bros. I need to remember to keep all these bullet bills on screen for a zillion 1-ups. I don't remember where the 3rd star coin is, though. That may not be feasible.
Yeah, Snow Golem Kirby. We'll also put the link in the Discord as well.
That was hardly a lot of 1-ups, but you can imagine how it would be a lot of 1-ups if you had like 7 or 8 of them on screen instead of 3.
I do remember that. Playing as Luigi reminds me of, I saw this image on Twitter where it's like, imagine the entire universe gets destroyed and recreated in front of your very eyes, and the first thing you see is, you can now play as Luigi. that pop-up from Galaxy.
This is true. It takes a purely alternate universe for them to finally put a Luigi in a 3D game.
The first thing you see when you open your eyes.
Just slightly too low because I held back a little bit. Dang it. I think there's some RNG to where you enter it too. Like there, I exited further to the right. This isn't suspicious at all.
This also reminds me of the last level in Galaxy, where there's like a planet with a tornado, and if you're playing as Luigi and you spin in it, you get launched so high you just fall off the planet's gravity and you die.
I don't remember this.
I remember it because it was on like every like secret or cheat code website. It's like, hey, you can do this with Luigi, where you
can die as Luigi. Surprise, surprise! Shock and awe. Luigi's physics are bizarre.
Yeah, it's like just enough to where with Mario you're fine, but with Luigi he just goes flying out of the atmosphere.
Rip Lakitu. The second Lakitu that just spawned off screen. Wow! I'm comboing off Lakitus. Ah, almost got 3. Dang it.
They're just not the same when they're moving left and right very wildly. Oh yeah, stars. I kind of forgot about these things. You don't really see these much in levels if you don't have the item in your inventory.
One of these is a secret, and heck if I remember which it is.
Here we go.
Oh shoot, wish I had that fire flower. Barely made that jump because I lost some speed to the incline. Let's use this before we go in the pipe, in case it decides to shoot me into the Lakitus.
Here we go.
Now, if I were a game designer, I'd make it you can jump on piranha plants if their head is like facing up.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward to try to time that, though.
It's like how in Paper Mario, you can't jump on the piranha plants in Forever Forest, but you can in the later ones.
Luigi.
Cosmic Luigi. Oh man. There's memories. I never figured out how to do the stupid rocket start in that game. I never,
Yeah,
ever figured it out.
Yeah, is it like Mario Kart, or is it like...
You have to... It's something involving
far as-
multiple buttons, if the internet is to be believed. But,
I thought it was crouch, hold A and maybe B together, and then just press it or release it at the go screen. I really don't know.
yeah, something like that. Oh, I like how the flying block disappeared and just dropped the fire flower on the ground. That made it easy to get.
Despawned.
Yeah. Here we have, like, the spinies that ride the waves. They did a similar thing with Buzzy Beetles, I believe, and a lava level in one of the later games. No! Dang it! Well, I will not be finishing that.
I remember really liking World 8 in New Super Mario Bros. U.
I don't remember World 8. It was so short in that game.
Yeah, it was only like a couple, like 3 or 4 levels maybe, but...
Huh, that's why you liked it, because it was so short. Didn't overstay its welcome.
But it had a level where there's like a toxic cloud that's chasing you, that's an instant kill.
Yeah, that was cool.
Having,
Whoa!
Yeah,
That
I
was
love
some
things in
downward momentum
platformers
there.
that chase you.
There's one that was also in New Super... Did that toxic cloud also start in New Super Mario Bros. Wii?
I think so, but there
Might
wasn't
have
one...
in one of the volcano levels.
Yeah, I don't think there was one that chased you like that.
I don't know. I just always love things like that in platformers.
If only this were co-op, so I could perfectly hit the other side. I can only hit every other one.
Yeah, provided somebody doesn't want to throw you off.
Some of these have one-ups, but I seem to have very bad luck.
It
It's probably all the...
one you're missing.
I know, it's like... it's all the odd-numbered blocks. Oh, Drat, I missed. Drat, no! I totally broke the rhythm. Hey, I got one-up at the very end. Which is just as well, because I have a max life count. Can you die in this if you, like, run between those clouds?
Apparently, according to John.
Well, it says the blocks can crush you.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. I don't know if that's true. Aha. I knew I would probably miss a star coin from that.
It's like how getting crushed is a thing in Mario Sunshine, but there's only like one level
Dang it,
where
why
that's
do I
ever a
always...
thread.
Why do I always miss star coins in levels that have backtracking already?
Maybe a recurring theme.
This would actually be a kind of fun level to have a mini mushroom in, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it's a bonus area, so falling in that previous level would have just dropped you down, wouldn't it?
I believe so.
I would hope so.
Yet another one I'll have to replay, sadly.
It's no Golem asks if Nintendo ever made an MMO version of TTYD, would you play?
I mean, it's very unlikely. but-
Question mark?
Isn't that a thing though? I thought there was like some Paper Mario Online weird game that exists.
I used to be a member of this MMO called Super Mario Brothers Online that was very Paper Mario and
Or that might have been, yeah, the same thing.
somewhat inspired. This was like back in '09 I joined, and it had kind of
Somebody
completely...
who very clearly likes Paper Mario made it.
Yeah. Hey, he's on my server. Gimme Maru is one of the devs. I
Oh, right.
knew him from the fungi forums on themushroomkingdom.net. Back when I used to frequent
Insert
those in
mushroom.
the early 00s. Or mid 00s, I guess. That's like an
Remember that site.
it's an ancient website. It's been around since like the late 90s. I think they still do updates every now and then on like just sort of Mario news.
I mean,
And it looks exactly the same as it did in '98. Like, the main page looks exactly the same as it ever did. You know, I'm just going to see if I missed the star coin up here.
You ever see a screenshot of like really old YouTube and it's just like, wow, it used to look like this?
Yeah, YouTube has had a lot of evolution in its years that you just sort of forget about.
Remember
I still have
stars?
fond memories. I still have fond memories of 2008 YouTube.
Remember when people used to be able to vote down your comments?
Okay, I've already missed the star coin yet again. Sheesh.
Unfortunately, you can only remove the thumbs up that's already present.
Check every one of these pipes.
Here we go.
Ah, drat. Preferably except the one that I already know sends me to this area.
I was like, that tide raised at the worst time. As soon as you hit that multiple coin block.
Yeah, sheesh. I feel like I'm already missing this star coin. I don't know where it is.
I mean, to be fair, that's what that progress meter on the bottom is actually helpful for.
What's this? Oh, it just shoots you back over. Okay. Anyone want to do a little YouTube foo here? Because, like, honestly, I feel like I've already missed it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, I just perfectly nailed all those spinies, including all the ones that were off-screen. Yeah, I remember this.
What's this level? Oh, 6-2.
6-2. What is this invisible block for? Is there another one directly to the right that has a vine in it or something? One up. Like, I feel like it's just barely off-screen right at the beginning or something. Surely it's not the first screen. That thing barely had anything in it. Help me out here, guys!
I was just gonna say, like, go ahead and clear the level.
Yeah.
Just go back to the first screen. You
Yeah,
never know.
I feel like 6-2 in New Super Mario Bros. Wii gave me the same trouble, and it was also, like, one of these sorts of levels. Like a cliffside beach level. What a silly thing to port forward. There's always that one star
So,
coin
like-
in 6-2.
So like early on in the level, there's like an invisible block with a vine you can hit.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because exactly the same thing was the case. Is it in this section, or is it in the earlier section?
It's the rising water section.
Okay.
It says first palm tree you see in that section.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, it's definitely not above the blocks in the cloud area. That'd be insane. Just like this, somewhere off screen.
Yeah, me, Luigi.
You have to, like, keep your balance on all of the blocks. I mean, that'd be funny, not gonna lie, but,
Yeah, basically early on, you hit invisible block with a vine, you go up, and then there's a P-switch, and then you jump along some bricks.
Also, now that you're playing Luigi and you can hear, like, yay for me, Luigi, what does Mario say after he completes a level?
oh, what? How did I miss that? It looks exactly like the other one.
Doesn't Mario say like, that is so nice, or something?
Oh, shoot. Now I have to make this
Oh, okay.
awkward jump to the P-switch. Not what I'm...
But of course, as a kid, I misheard that line Mario says, to the point where I thought he was like talking about Texas or something. Like, it sounds like he says, Texas tonight, or something.
I thought he said, let's dance tonight, honestly.
Like, I would hear the weirdest things when I was a kid.
Here we go.
I guess Mario just really wants to go to Texas.
Okay, that one's not as bad as the invisible block in Wii or U. I forget which one it was.
Dance. Clearly to dance. In Texas.
Man, yeah, there's that whole upper section you just don't see. Unless you've already found
It's
the
always just an
invisible
invisible
stuff.
block.
Probably just walking really, really slowly in the level, and you'd be able to find it without having to search it online or something.
I love this, like, continued trend of me hitting blocks from below. Like, just as I'm running under them.
Hiya. Ho-ho.
Gamer Nation mentions, wouldn't it be great if Mario Maker 3DS had new Super Mario Bros. 2 instead of U?
What difference would that really be?
That it'd break compatibility with a whole bunch of levels.
Luigi.
Oh, I should probably get those star coin signs at some point. Hey. The Skewer Castle. Or Fortress, I should say.
That aren't insta-kills, thankfully.
They were only insta-kills because they were also solid in Super Mario World.
Yeah, so you basically got crushed by them, not insta-killed. And it was only like the middlemost part of them too, I think.
Yeah, basically, you have to be hit dead center by them. Again, I was doing so well. Just making every jump without missing a beat. Up. I don't know what that coin led to. Probably a one-up block to the right of it or something.
Just in case you have 99 coins.
That was dumb. Just jump right into the skewers there.
What's even the safe spot there? Is there one? Doesn't look like it.
It's called the door.
Basically.
Hiya.
There's probably invisible blocks or something here, but I seem to remember this being more fun to just try to do this way.
It's funny how if you had a spin, that would make this way more feasible.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Hiya. Hiya. Hiya.
This is going very slowly. Okay, I finally made it.
It's like frame perfect flutter jumps in Yoshi's Island to actually get vertical height.
Dang, I was hoping I could get out before they did that. I knew there was a safe spot there. I mean, yeah, the safe spot in that other room was just going to the top and then backtracking slightly.
Yeah, and then noticing, wait, I should probably grab that.
Yay for me, Luigi.
I will never not get tired of Bowser Jr. being defeated like that.
Yeah, just like, don't even touch the ground. It's like, Boom Boom was too hard a boss. You have to wait for like a fraction of a second before jumping again.
When you gotta give him credit, how many forts are there in this game? At least he's trying.
Luigi.
And that's why in later games he just said screw it and used his clown car.
Because I hit that like frames after it was gonna be spikes to the head.
Also, hey, 99 lives.
Again.
I love these blocks, these are great.
I really want to jump off of it while it's doing that to get this coin, but it's probably a lot easier to just let it sit. I don't know what is dangling these around. Such a bizarre level.
The scuttlebugs.
Scuttlebugs, yeah, I was gonna say.
They get bored once they're like, ah, but now there's no mystery to it, it's just a block. Or somehow it gets heavier after you hit it?
Or maybe it's that thing from Mario World? That Lakitu-like enemy?
Oh my god, the fishing Lactu.
Well. We get... Well... Yes, we did. No. You'd think they'd be the same space apart as they are on that screen.
Nah.
It'd be too easy.
At least this isn't that one section from World 6 and Mario Bros. 2. Here, check every single pipe.
Yeah. It does kind of feel a little reminiscent of it, though. You gotta put piranha plants in every single pipe. Just a warning shot. There wasn't enough wall kicking in the last level.
You know, somehow I wouldn't have thought to jump over that pipe.
I think he splits into a bunch of coins if you jump on him normally. But I could be mistaken.
At least you don't have to like stand there and shoot coins for 50 hours like Odyssey.
Look how you just
That's the worst moon in the game.
Oh, that is so bad. Yeah, the one where you have to like...
Ugh. Just stand there and dump like... I forget how many exactly, it's like several hundred coins.
Yeah, like 500. I'm surprised I was able to ground pound that thing directly out of the air like that.
Good timing.
I remember I first saw Vinny get that moon, I didn't know about it, and then I was like, he's probably doing this wrong, there's no way you sit there and do that.
Oh yeah, I think I saw Vinny get that one before I knew about it as
Yeah.
well. I'm like, what? And then it took me forever to find the dang thing, because the whole like
Yeah, no,
dark woods
the-
there
the
are
deep
deep woods.
woods.
Yeah, it looks the same.
It's just like, I get as many moons in there as possible, only to find I'm missing one in there, it's just like, great. Man, this really is wall jump world. This should be the basis for like another Luigi making weird noises video.
Yeah, you don't even need to edit this one. Whoop, not what we meant to do. This is one of the few levels of the game that you can't beat without scrolling the camera back. Because of that required switch take there. Unless maybe you can get up that with a mini mushroom? I don't know.
That'd be an interesting challenge. Don't go left.
Ooh. I mean, funny you should say that.
Yeah, it exists, doesn't it?
Not just as a challenge. Well, climbing on cliffs thing is kind of taken up to the nth degree in this level.
It'd be nice if there were more levels that used it, though.
Yeah. Gotta build up more speed than that. Nah, we can try better than that, at least. Keep just barely overshooting the block. That or the ducking is making me, slide off. Oh, I thought I'd hit the wall if I, tried it
Is there
without
no other-
ducking.
Is there no other coin block in there?
Yeah, one's all you need.
It's a really obnoxious corner jump there. You know, I was really interested in speedrunning Odyssey, but when I realized I'd be waggling the whole game to roll, I was like, nah, no thanks.
Now you know how the Donkey Kong Returns runners feel.
What do you do in that game?
The same thing. They fixed it in Tropical Freeze. You only have to hold down a button if memory serves.
Wait, what consoles was returned.
Oh, I finally destroyed a mushroom. It's like the first time. The Wii and Wii U, respectively.
That was on 3DS. Huh.
Well, it got ported to the 3DS.
Oh, that explains it.
The first one did.
Also, how were they how did they intend you to get that mushroom?
You can't. But it was a 10 coin block.
Strange.
So you can get the coins. Oh, that's a fire flower. I don't know what I thought it was. More 10 coins. Yeah, let's just take this. Get shot directly into spikes. Oh, never mind. The conveyor goes the other way. Lame.
Here we go.
I probably could have made that if I'd been a little faster. Me hitting that with a fireball make its hitbox grow so it... Okay, let's build up speed before jumping
No,
this
I was
time.
wondering.
Ah, that one didn't give me a mushroom. I've just killed them all. They're too scared to spawn now. Memory serves. Why is this such a wide open area? I feel like there's like hidden blocks or something up here. Maybe not though. I mean, there's nothing
I
of
don't know, I feel like
note
a lot
up
of
there.
fun is in that way.
You know, let's actually kill this guy as we were meant to kill him. I don't think I've ever actually shown this pattern, because I've always had a fire flower. I don't believe you can jump combo this guy. Still can cut him short with a ground bound, though.
Yay for me, Luigi.
It's too bad this isn't like the Super Mario World fights where you're on a tilting platform.
Oh, yeah. I find it weird that this water level comes after the cheap chomp one in World 3, because it really seems like that one presents more danger.
Luigi.
This one introduces us to a new variety of cheap that is like basically the same thing but slightly chases you. Oh, so much for that one up. Like I fell in the water off screen. You can hear it.
Was it like the Rib Van fish enemies?
They're just fish but green. They're deep cheeps. I think that's their official name. Yeah, they just slightly chase you. And then they get bored if you cross behind them. It's funny that the green ones are the aggressive ones and not the red ones.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of held up, you know.
It's the opposite of how it was in the original game. The red ones are the fast ones.
I guess you're right.
Otherwise, they're the same, though.
Just noticed the whole red and green thing with them. I mean, like, it's a counter to Mario and Luigi. If this were a Mario and Luigi RPG, the green ones would only attack Luigi.
Well, the green ones would jump over you. Starman chaining. I feel like that doesn't show up much in this game.
I didn't know it was in this game. Also, am I remembering wrong, or isn't there a level where one of these tornadoes leads you to somewhere?
Yeah, this one.
Probably the one with the coins on it.
Death.
Oh, never mind. That does just straight up kill you. I thought you could mash out of it. Righty then.
I was right.
It's because Luigi's the worst swimmer of the two.
I don't know, man. Galaxy... Well, he does lose his breath more easily in Galaxy 1, but boy does he swim fast. In
Does he
Galaxy
actually swim
1,
faster?
Oh yeah, he spins. He goes way faster underwater.
I never noticed.
I think maybe he just loses air faster. Actually,
Yeah, I thought it was just the air.
I miss Galaxy 1 swimming.
Yeah.
It's the only 3D game where swimming actually feels... Well, I mean, it feels good in 64. It's just slow. Like, it doesn't feel wrong.
Like Sunshine's does. Which is I love the game.
The 3D world just made it feel like the 2D games, basically.
Because it was trying to be a 2D game, basically. Mario 3D World, even though it's a lot like a 2D game.
I love it when you get hit in the middle of a fireball throw, and the game just respects the throw and lets you throw it anyway. I feel like that wouldn't happen in the original.
I'd still love it if they changed it to where Luigi throws his fireballs horizontally, like in Smash Brothers.
You can mash out if you're this high. Not if you go that down there, like I did, I guess.
Yeah, I know one of these had a secret under them. Couldn't remember. I couldn't even remember which game it was.
Like these falling platforms. I don't think they've been in a level before.
Yay for me,
Maybe there was
Luigi.
one in like 2C or something. Or 3C, rather.
I like how they're not even marked or colored different to show, hey, these are gonna fall.
Yeah. Yeah, this level is fun to speedrun. And I will probably do it after... I'll do like a quick run through if I can remember how to do it after playing it normally.
Luigi.
While also showing off the challenge mode I hinted at earlier. Assuming it's not a post-game thing, I think you can just enter the code anytime.
Boy, this is a mountain of many climates, isn't it?
I know, right? Desert and
Just
ice.
over to the left, it was like way warmer. I love swinging mechanics in platformers.
I know, that's why this one's so fun. You can, like, grab the things and immediately let go to get, like, as much, like, speed as possible off of them.
Here we go.
Only one shot at that unless you backtrack a bit.
Here we go.
Oh, I wonder if you could get crazy points off of that. Nope, not if he disappears. And probably not anyway.
Yeah, wouldn't you just like kick it and then fall under there?
Yeah, probably.
We need frost piranhas in a 2D game.
What? They just
Oh,
instead
this
of spitting out
this
the
seems like a
fire.
recipe for disaster in a level that's all about grabbing things. Let me lose that.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't be able to grab onto it when in a shell.
Just like take a running leap and then immediately go into a shell right as you pass by the swinging things. That wall just explodes as soon as you pass it.
It's very strange. Why is that there?
Yay for me, Luigi.
It was an exploding coin switch.
Bomb coins, that needs to be a thing.
Let me see if I remember the code.
Bomb coin. They already had bomb rings from Sonic Heroes.
Maybe it is just a post-game thing. I'll show it off later. Because I think
What
I
from
remember.
Sonic Heroes?
Luigi.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know if it debuted in Sonic Heroes, but I do know that Tails could use exploding rings.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
the-
right, the dummy rings.
the one level with chain jumps in it.
You gotta stand still for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, true. I think they can break free if you let
Oh,
them.
can they really?
Maybe they can. I don't know. I mean, they can regardless.
Hey kids, you played Mario 64 before?
That one gets to live. Not what we were trying to do. It was supposed to be a ground pound. Yep, not what we wanted to do.
Can't get enough of these Luigi sounds.
Whoop! Just sort of slid away there. Oh, I could have just hit that from below before doing that, in retrospect. I seem to remember the third coin in this being something, like, really ridiculously complicated.
Yeah, I remember this level specifically for some reason.
Off the beaten path somewhere.
I like this random bit of pipe sticking out here. Like, there's no way you could get to this. It's just there. Same for this red one here. All these pipes. They don't even look like they could possibly connect to anything, either. I must be thinking of Wii, where there was one where you have to, like, set a chain chomp free and he breaks some bricks. I don't think that happens in this game.
I know exactly what you're talking about, too. On a scale of 0 to 10, how scary are chain chomps? I don't ever find them scary anyway. Gamer Nation. Unless they're from Super Mario Bros. 3, where their reaction times are just really, really quick. And even then, they're still not scary.
The ones from Yoshi's Island were kind of terrifying, though, because they chased you.
I think I just found these jumps, these twirling jumps off of paratroopers a lot harder back in the day.
Yeah, probably.
I guess we do get to see most of those pipes sticking out in that area.
Yeah, I like how they made those pipes sticking out just to foreshadow that secret area.
Well, and this ending, to be fair.
Here we go. Here we go.
I love how those pipes are connected. They just put a pipe on top of another pipe.
Here we go.
The question is, which of these goes to the top? I'm gonna assume it's the highest one.
Here we go.
Nice. Nope. Incorrect. Pick a pipe. One of them launches you to the top of the flagpole. One of them launches you backward to the start of the level. Not. That'd be great. Like, the last one just sends you all the way back.
If it were a Bubsy game, it would.
Luigi.
I remember there being something you needed a shell here for, and that you could easily lose it if you were not careful. Which is exactly why I I picked it up way before I should have. Maybe it was just this block, though. Well, we'll never know now, will we? I mean, we could... And there's another shell there. Hopefully a power-up. Yep, goodbye. That's the first, like... There's the first, like, actual power-up deletion. I don't count the other one.
Oh, Luigi.
Okay, I thought that platform would have shifted back towards me at that point. If, in case it wasn't obvious from that. That was not just... I'll try to hit that from there. Especially with that platform coming out. There we go. Much easier from that side. Oh boy. You can't rush these things, but who wants to wait 5 seconds for the next cycle?
Everybody who plays Mario.
Shoot.
You just always want to be holding down the run button. It's instinct.
Oh, the corner clip. Just barely made it. As annoying as that corner catch is, it is kind of cool to be like, oh, barely made it. Just have visual indication.
Luigi's big toe caught it, so he snaps onto it.
The closest
Gamer
thing.
Nation. Good.
Eh, whatever, I'll get those 99 lives back eventually.
If only there were one-up houses or something.
Like how there was one frame of that being a flower before I got hit. But it still counts.
Yeah, imagine if the power is like
Shoot! I needed that!
leveled
I hope
down.
it didn't disappear. It probably did. Shoot. Maybe you don't need that. But I think you do.
Pretty much every other star coin has evolved that so far.
Oh, nope, you can get up without it.
Terrified of Bouldergeist Gamer Nation. I was terrified during the, what was it, the Daredevil Comet? Really?
Yeah, everyone was.
So
That I did it just fine as Mario, but then as Luigi, it was kind of hell.
So overhyped, man.
Oh, it is, but
It's probably the easiest Daredevil comet on a replay.
It's
I
not
wouldn't
so
go that
bad at
far.
all. I just really sucked for some reason.
I would call it
That's
the easiest. I've gotten hit by Top Man randomly, or
I was gonna
Major
say,
Burrows.
Top Maniac exists, but
Top Maniac is pretty. It was pretty fun to me. I don't know if I spent a lot of time on that, but I just know that I made a lot of mistakes for Boulder Guide.
I don't know which of those was supposed to be the hard star coin. Both the first and the third are definitely non-trivial, though.
I remember liking this boss fight.
Yeah, this one's fun.
Lack Thunder.
Ugh.
Wait,
That wasn't an
damn.
ugh directing at you. That was me missing an obvious jump there.
What is it with Monty Moles and cannons?
I was one world early.
It's Heavy Mole, man. Oh wait, no. Wrong game.
I really forgot about this boss.
I don't think I could actually get it up there. You can throw bob-bombs at him. Well, I probably could have made
Yeah, I
that.
remember that actually.
I forgot about the giant Goomba that you faced in the last stream.
Yeah, he'll duck back in if you give him too long. That was dumb.
He doesn't come out if you stay up there, right?
No, I don't think so. You kind of have to make it one clean motion like that. Wonder,
Yeah, he's not dumb enough to just go up into your feet.
wonder how long that back walled area of the castle is. Oh, I should pick up the key at some point.
Luigi.
I mean, this is 2D. You're clearly just in 3D, right? Walking around.
Oh, apparently that was the end, right there.
Oh.
Man, what would have happened if that boss fight went on a second longer? Reminds me how there was a boss in Mega Man 6 where... So you go through the boss door, and then for some reason the boss fight starts moving left, even though you just came through a door there.
Now that we've seen all of the worlds, let's go ahead and get all these cannons before I forget.
And now let's play the game from the beginning again.
Clearing the cannons is part of 100%, and I didn't know that the first time.
Oh
I
yeah,
tried
they
to
have
get
they have their own pictures in the ending sequence and everything.
it. Yeah. But that was kind of.
Man, if the ice mountains are that close, makes you think this world isn't very big.
More like we're just not going the straight path that we should be going to try to rescue the princess. Just taking the scenic route.
Here we go.
I like we have this barren desert, and then... Oh, but there's still just cold mountains right over there.
Again,
Within view.
the scenic route. I think on the desert levels, I really preferred the new Super Mario Bros. Wii soundtrack with the deserts levels, in the levels that is, versus the new Super Mario Bros. DS one.
Look at this. A random roulette block, from which I got the only thing I couldn't possibly use.
Oh
This-
yeah, I like this one.
Here we go.
Should have had a Hammer Brother in front of the cannon.
I don't think you can replay it either, can you?
What do you mean? Replay the world cannons?
Yeah.
Can?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to be.
Alright, let's try that again, then. Let's get anything but a Starman this time.
Hiya. Oh.
Weird that this is the only place you can get, like, refreshable... Well, I mean, no. Just any level with a, roulette block, but this is the easiest place to get a refreshable shell if you don't have mushroom houses available.
Here we go.
And then you go to the moon, oh no.
Oh, Ouija.
There will be more levels in a bit here. Just gotta go for completion. I love it when pipes just don't let you in if you slide in from the right place. This is more like Super Metroid than I thought.
But thankfully not needed to save.
Oh, should have done that one less, given that that's actually the world I was planning on going to.
Oh, Ouija. Here we go.
You know, that actually looks really cool. These, like, snowy trees and just this black sky.
Yeah. Yeah, I kinda wish they'd mixed up the backgrounds a
Oh,
bit.
Ouija.
If memory serves, this level has a silly secret exit.
Doesn't every level in this world, like, have that?
Yeah, there's a lot of secret exits in this world of various degrees of silitude.
To the point where they're literally required to get to the castle at the end. Or you just loop in a circle.
No!
Funny how in these games and Super Paper Mario the sky is World 7,
Yep.
but nowhere near as tedious.
You say that!
Wow. I have a habit of jinxing things, don't I?
You say that, and then we have to sit on this thing for nearly a minute.
Well, you don't have to, but...
What do you do if you want to get the secret exit?
So how's everyone doing?
Oh,
here?
I must not have known about this secret. Because I do not remember this whatsoever.
I don't remember if you were necessarily required to get all the exits. For,
Not all of them, but
well,
just...
this one you were, because it has a star coin in it.
Hiya.
Maybe it's not actually a secret exit then, maybe it's just a star coin.
Man, I really don't remember this at all.
Yep, just a star coin, because this is just the normal level again.
Ugh,
See?
some of my
99
least
lives.
favorite enemy.
Easy. Would've liked to see what that was. Presumably not of much importance. I hope I didn't have to backtrack, but I probably did for the third coin, so that's probably why I thought it was a secret exit. You have to play the level twice. Again, with the random lifehouse right in the beginning of the world. These levels need to be 33 seconds longer. That way I can get mushroom houses out of them instead.
Oh, Ouija.
You know, I like how fire chomp enemies are always in the sky world and not the fire world.
I think there might be some in the fire world in the later new Super games.
I can guarantee and verify that there are.
Yep. Just sort of clip onto the edge of all these platforms. Well, got killed by the secret block.
Oh, Ouija.
Thought I'd make it under. Oh gosh, I hope that's not the case. In which case I'm just playing this again for nothing, but that could be the case actually. Also obnoxious that you can't quite make that jump. So you still have to wait for the platform. Wasn't paying attention there. At least the athletic theme is... How?
Yes, the athletic theme is how.
Luigi.
And how?
At least this time I'll probably get a halfway point.
Yes, the character from Sun and Moon that I really don't like.
I think I'm gonna hit the block this time, so it's not in the way. Well, I missed every possible platform and block there. Solid play for me. So much for 99 lives yet again. That's okay, I just got a life house.
Should be like Mario 64, where if you have max lives, you get a different triple jump.
Not that you have too much space to triple jump in these sky levels. Which are, like, made of nothing but space.
Maybe if you're a
Ironically
speedrunner.
enough. Dang it, this guy is gonna be blocking my path again.
Because I'm totally sure speedrunners go to this world.
Good night, this block. Just wants me dead.
Yeah, this block is just designed to get in your way.
Okay, halfway point, that's progress.
Maybe it's designed to be so in the way, that's why you jump on it.
This feels very cheese bridge. Yep. There was no way I was backtracking to this. Yeah, you're just gonna have to play this level twice.
Yeah, this game doesn't really have a flight power-up.
You can't take out his fireballs with yours.
Yeah, this game doesn't really have power-ups that help with platforming any.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Now you have
I
to
mean,
actually play the game as intended.
But yeah, they all just sort of change. It's like the original game where they more just change the way you play the game.
Luigi.
Like all of them just fundamentally alter the gameplay, but don't necessarily make it too much easier. Other than the Fire Flower.
Luigi.
We'll leave that life house there, I suppose. I won't need too many more mushroom houses anyway. If memory serves, there are a few more mini mushrooms we need, and no more shells. Now, I could not for the life of me remember which of these rooms I actually need to go in, sadly. So,
This is like the one castle from Mario 3.
be a
Pick
little
the right door.
trial and error. Don't have to go in all the doors. Which one was that? I'm gonna feel really silly if I pick the same one twice.
It was the
Okay,
lower
no.
left.
Yeah, it was one of the left, I didn't remember which. I wonder if you could just slide across that whole thing.
It would be really fun.
By and large, these ghost houses are a lot more straightforward than the ones in the later new Super games. At least if you're not going for secret exits, at least. Which this one has one, and it's really a pain. That much I do remember.
I'm used to every ghost house having a secret exit.
Hello. Ooh. Yeah, these silly hands that just sort of point to where an invisible block is. But that's required to beat the
This is
level.
what Mario Maker needed.
Gosh, if you could just put these... I forget if...
They could have just made that a visible block, but Oh no, it's an actual stage mechanic.
You can make this artificially harder by just, And this feels very Super Mario World.
By not looking at the hands.
Here's the thing that's a little obtuse. The one shiny brick. I guess it's simultaneously like Super Mario World. It's that last
Oh
ghost
wow,
house.
I did not even see that.
Like the last ghost house in Super Mario World, and it's also sort of like that one fortress in Mario 3.
Mario
where you have
3, yeah.
yeah,
I was
where you have to
thinking of
find
that
the
one.
P-switch. Both World 7 levels, interestingly
Yeah.
enough.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
World 7 is just like where they're like, okay, here's where you get stuck for 3 days.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to hit this sweet switch every time you come into the room.
Again, Super Paper Mario World 7. Except that was more like 3 weeks for me.
What? Dang it! I P-switch jumped. The jump is supposed to
I didn't know
still...
you could do that.
The jump, last I checked, is still supposed to hit the switch.
Well, it's like Yoshi's Island, where jumping on switches, you get propelled like really high in the air.
Ooh, good thing I decided not to land on that last one, or else I almost certainly would have, like, taken too long. That triple jump threw off my momentum.
Even though the triple jump is designed to keep momentum.
No doubt there was probably, like, a spring or something in that block.
Or you just use the block itself.
I couldn't have gotten no one up from the block, I don't think.
Luigi.
This is a fun, gimmicky platform stage. Like a take on that thing where you have to, like, change the direction of in Mario 3.
Oh, I love that thing.
I missed one. You cannot get crushed by this.
I wish screen wrapping was in more levels.
Oh yeah, I think this is the only one that has it, if memory serves. As in Mario 3, all of them have it that are vertical levels. Whether they make use of it or not is another matter.
You know, you really weren't kidding. World 7s in Mario games use the same gimmicks, it seems.
Oh yeah, true. I guess that was also a World 7 level
Yeah.
that had you do that the most. It appeared first in World 4 in a secret area. This is fun. You have to use the screen wrapping to get all of those at once.
Yeah, it's a really fun challenge.
The red coin rings are really well designed in this game. I was kind of hoping I could keep that shell going. Couldn't keep the fireball going across the screen multiple times either. Oh, wow. The screen just doesn't go back down. That's kinda silly. I didn't even put in the secret cheat though.
Huh, that's interesting. I think it's like Contra or something. I remember the Sky level in Sonic Lost World did the same thing, where it just turns into a bottomless pit. Oh hey, more Odyssey costumes been announced.
Oh, what now?
Let's see, Santa outfit. of
Nice.
course.
I was waiting for that to come out.
It says 8-bit Mario cap.
Nice.
So it looks like 8-bit's gonna be a thing now. I mean, I won't lie, I really smiled when I saw the Mario 64 look. I mean, I don't care what anyone says, I love the models in Mario 64.
Luigi.
They have like a weird charm to them to me.
can see every individual not polygon, but polyhedron they're made out of. Like, we got squat oval number 1, 2, 3, making up his midsection.
Yeah. He's like a Lego character.
Luigi.
Man, this game is longer than I remember it being, honestly.
It's more this world, I'd say.
Well, that was a good waste of a power-up.
Luigi.
Yeah, World 7 does have a lot of auto-scrollers in one form or another.
Yeah, it's all about
They take-
auto-scrolling and slow platforms.
Take the ground away. There's only so much they can do, I suppose. World 8 is more just action platforming.
I remember a lot of World 8 levels, you could just like run right through them.
Yeah, which is nice.
It was really
Unlike
fun.
Mario
Yeah, I like
3,
that.
where they backloaded all the auto-scrolling. Ooh.
Yeah, a bunch of airships and tanks.
I mean, I will say, they do a fun job with most of the auto-scrolling gimmicks. Like, this is way more fun than, like, 7-1, or
Oh yeah.
general just line guide platform levels.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my complaints with Mario 3 is that I don't like all of the amount of auto-scrolling levels. At least change it up like this level
So this
is.
platform is super long. Like, it's got like 30 segments or something.
It's a giant wiggler. What do you expect?
This is gonna be the boss in the next Mario and Luigi game.
You have to stomp every segment
Yeah.
twice. Oh no, hit everyone without hitting one twice. Also, this is a unique gimmick here. Continuous starmen that spawn coins everywhere you go.
Wow, and this isn't even New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Keep this going for a good long while.
I mean, if you're not at 99 coins by now, I'd say that players had a lot of struggles in the previous
This
world.
is literally runaway pay.
Oh yeah, this is the place, and you're supposed... Yeah, you're supposed to ground pound. I had to think about it for a sec. Yeah, you're supposed to ground pound this vine. Otherwise, you can't make this jump. There's no way to get this coin.
That's actually pretty interesting. I
I like
like
how
that.
they have no faith in you being able to climb the vine back up.
Yeah.
Here's a pipe.
Yay for me, Luigi.
You know, I was gonna say the pipe would be faster, but no, the screen had to scroll as you're going up it.
Yeah, this spot coming up, as well as the second half of World 8, is typically where I saved all of my sign saves for. Because there's so many levels after this, and no more mushroom houses for the rest of the world. No more start
It is.
line paths, I should say.
It is quite the trek.
Not that it's difficult, but it's like 8 exits in a row that you have to get if you're going for 100%. Without
Yeah.
using external saves.
I enjoy it though. Really feels like Bowser was like, yeah, gonna spice things up a bit.
Hiya.
Yeah, he does it for the Sky World, but not his own world.
He does do it for his world. The entire second half doesn't have any mushroom houses.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you just meant the levels are harder here than normal.
I mean, I feel like that's true for a lot of World 7 levels in the new Super Mario Bros. Series.
Or any of them.
Like the
I
infamous...
definitely think Mario 3's World 7 is the hardest.
Oh boy.
Same.
The infamous Parabeetle level in New Super Wii.
The one everyone remembers.
It was mostly only a pain in co-op, though.
Yeah.
It was like the
could say
cakewalk
that about
flip
most
of its
levels.
game. Like 3D World is great to play multiplayer, except Cakewalk Flip. Don't ever do it.
I did it with co-op cakewalk.
Is that the one with the flipping platforms when you
Yeah.
jump?
I mean, it's not that it's not doable, it just takes so much more coordination than any other
it
level.
was fun. It was fun to be coordinating with the guy who I played with.
The trick is just walking on all the edges of the platforms.
Yeah, basically.
Just cheat the whole flipping mechanic entirely.
I mean, I did that for, like, Beat Block in Galaxy 2, where I just walked along the middle of each block, like, the rows.
Weird that there's just this room for the midway point. I like this little gimmicky thing here. It's just like these platforms moving in a segment. There's no reason for it. It's just visual decoration.
Hey, it's just the little things.
You know, those flipping platforms, like, I never look at them the same way in Galaxy 2, because I saw a clip from, like, I think it was a tool-assisted speedrun where you, like, long jump from those flipping platforms as they're flipping around, and you go super high.
Oh yeah, gosh. I was never able to pull that off consistently, but it's so fun.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like a task-only sort of thing.
It's
but
definitely not. You can time it.
it looks really fun, though.
Yeah, let's not risk it. Just enough space there to not get crushed.
You know, you think there'd be a secret in there, like the World 1 fort
Yeah,
secret exit to the
it seems like kind of
You think
the
they'd had another secret like that.
successor to that level. Oh gosh, I'm just remembering the last level in this world now. And already in pain, just thinking about it.
Is it a snake block level?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I thought I was thinking of Wii or something.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, I
Oh,
remember this
yes.
really annoying World 7 castle in one of these games that had a snake block.
Yes.
Whoop, that was a miss.
I
Gamer,
love this zoomed out camera effect.
Yeah.
Gamer Nation was talking about the volcano in World 8 having screen wrapping, so I can't wait for that too. But man, I can't wait to see you navigate this snake.
Does anybody even like those things?
No.
Snake block levels
No,
are always so
just-
long. No.
It's not even that they're long. I mean, it is entirely that they're long. But, actually, do you need a mini mushroom for this? I think you do. I mean, given by the mini mushroom pipe at the end of that. Just as well. I think you get one for free.
Oh
in
no, I
an
thought that was
uploading
just
level.
because the camera was zoomed out. I didn't realize that was a mini.
Can I please find a spring? Gee whiz, I fell off one platform. It was like Super Mario 64 final level nonsense.
Or Rainbow Ride.
Yeah, any of those late levels.
Or Bounce Man stage in Mega Man 11.
You don't think about that. I'm thinking about Donkey Kong Country levels,
I don't remember that
particularly Donkey
too
Kong
many of
Country 2.
I was gonna say, I don't remember... Yeah, I do remember, like... Oh, shoot. Ah! I don't even know where that leads. I don't even know where that goes. Where would it go? Now I'm curious. Because it... I mean, I don't think it's... I would imagine the mini mushroom is the secret exit.
Luigi.
You were wrong.
But, like, where would that go? I already have
What
all the
else would
star
that vine
coins.
be there for?
I don't know. Now I'm confused.
A second secret exit.
Yeah, it's the only one with 3.
Secret exit.
Yeah, they kind of pull a mini Forest of Illusion here, where 7...
Yeah, it loops around
Yeah.
if you don't find the secrets.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6 all just go to each other, unless you find their secrets, and only one of them actually gets... Only a couple... No, I guess they all provide you different ways out. One via 7-7, one via 7A, and one straight to the castle, I think.
I thought one just took you to a mushroom house.
Maybe. Oh, you can just break those. Was severely overcomplicating this. Oh,
When I first played the game, I didn't even think I knew about secret exits until I got here.
yet another secret exit or something with a mini mushroom. That was a good plan there, not that it matters. I don't have a mini mushroom.
All the secrets involved getting blue shells, so now they're like, hey, let's use the other power-up. They should have, like, really giant pipes that you can only go through as Mega Mario.
Now we have the iconic Mega Mushroom for this game. I haven't seen it in a couple of worlds now.
Yeah, it's kind of not
Yeah,
been here at all.
In this game.
That was like the gimmick back in the day, though. Like 6040S added the mushroom that made you giant, and then the Mega Star was a thing in Super Paper Mario after
SPM.
this.
Yeah.
Bigger and better. It's like just the whole mid double zeros of the Mario series. Actually, no, this is where the secret exit is. Coming up here.
I thought you meant that pit, because it looked like you're trying to drop down there. Oh, hey, bonsai bills are in this game. I didn't know.
Oh yes, you can make it through with half of it uncovered. This looks like a Super Mario 1 secret area. There were ones not unlike that in the Lost Levels.
Just needs the bonus icon in the background. I still love that one corruption that just said Dohus instead of bonus.
We'll play this and see if we get a free mini mushroom. If not, I think there's one for free in the next level. Oh, we do. Sweet. We can do them out of order then. Getting this secret with the mini mushroom is non-trivial. Especially when that happens.
I don't know why it takes my brain like a second to process that word non-trivial.
The word itself is non-trivial.
The word esoteric is esoteric.
The word itself is itself.
My God. What are those things?
Wiggler babies or something.
Squigglers, I think they're called. It's like smaller wigglers that die in one hit.
Just add an S sound in front of an enemy name.
I've not seen these in another game. Is this another one of those?
And New Soup had a fair amount of new enemies for...
It's almost like this game was new.
But I'm tish.
Here we go.
there's definitely a way to go through that wall. I forget where the pipe that takes you there is, though.
So wait, do those small enemies even hurt you?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, they do.
Oh, cause I was like, you went through that pipe with one in it. And
Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen there, honestly.
Oh, I thought you were just like, I know what I'm doing.
Dang it. Well, I didn't see it there.
Oh, Luigi.
I kind of just assumed that they were like mini Goombas where you can just kind of run into them.
I mean, you can kill them, unlike normal wigglers normally. Yeah, this is a maze stage, and frankly, I don't quite remember how one's meant to get through it, especially with all the star coins.
That's the e-reader level all over again.
Oh gosh, please no. Do we have to go through this backwards? I'm gonna try going in this pipe from here. Yeah, maybe this is the pipe I'm thinking of. Here we go. I knew there was a place where you could go further right than the screen normally scrolls.
It looks oddly precise.
It's not too precise. I mean, you get multiple shots at it. knew one of those loop back around. Yeah, this is very 7-5, making coin block bridges. Except when you don't, like that one. I forget if there was a point to this. There was a one-up block down that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like how those blue coin blocks match the actual color of the blocks down there.
Now we know where that is. There's a mini mushroom block in here somewhere, probably this one here, yeah. Now we get to use this in the other 2 levels. Assuming we can make it out of this one.
It's actually in the level. Very peculiar blocks there with the faces.
Yeah, if you don't continue refreshing them, they'll eventually just drop back down to the one height.
For me, Luigi.
Like, whenever I think of, like, blocks with faces, it just seems like more of a Yoshi thing than a Mario thing.
Mario World started it, with all the rotating blocks.
So Yoshi thinks since Yoshi in that game, right?
Well, yes, technically. Man, next you're gonna tell me there's Donkey Kong Country games where you can't play as Donkey Kong. Oh, wait. I actually did see some good videos on the Donkey Kong Country games. There's this channel called Implant Games, and they're actually really good.
I've never played DK3. I imagine there must be some...
Yeah, he did a video on it, and he's like, I don't know why people ignore this game when it's just as good as the first 2.
It doesn't have Donkey Kong or Diddy. Like, you've replaced the entire cast at this point.
Luigi.
I mean, I guess it's sort of like the Mario Land series. You start out with Tatanga, and then you make him a flunky of Wario, and then you make Wario the protagonist of the 3rd game. And then he just... Come on, man. Shoot. And I need to beat that.
I'm surprised they didn't give what's-her-name from Wario Land, Captain Syrup, her own games.
We already tried that last time. Let me, just go back to 1-4 real quick. She whiz.
Luigi.
Again, this would be one that would be easier to get if I just had the mini mushroom in reserve.
1-4, or would you want to go to the cannon level?
It doesn't have a mini mushroom, and also I can't time that.
I was thinking about the blue shell.
Yeah.
Nice that you have the blue shell for the earlier worlds, and then you need the mini mushroom for the harder ones.
Yeah, I think that the... Ah, sheesh. Great, now we have to go backtrack to get the mini mushroom. I think the World 5 Castle might be the only level that has a mini mushroom in its roulette. Like, most of the roulette blocks have blue shells in them.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Makes you wonder why all of them can't just have mini mushrooms in it, but okay.
We gotta have Starman in there, man. They're a staple. Sorry, superstars are a staple.
Mario and Luigi Starman Saga.
Me, Luigi.
Kirby Starman.
So it's definitely confirmed that it was this game that the name was changed?
I think it was. It was around this time.
I really thought that it was Mario Kart Wii or New Super Mario Bros. Wii that did that, but...
But I thought like the Smash Trophy still called him Starman.
then I could probably try to just search into Google, find an online news article. Nintendo changes the name of Starman.
This
Sonic has green eyes.
Meta Knight has yellow eyes. They were white before. I think Smash 4 it implied they were yellow, and then they became canonically yellow in Robobot or Triple Deluxe. I don't think he was in Triple Deluxe.
Forgot how much I loved his voice in Kirby Right Back at You.
Ooh,
Oh gosh.
that was closer than it needed to be. All this for a silly star coin. Oh right, we get to see the Mega Mushroom again.
After a mini pipe.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how would you even get that? Wait, I'm too scared to try to time these jumps. Looking at this tiny screen.
How small is it for on
Yeah, much. It's smaller than it is on my laptop
You need a
screen,
magnifying
but
glass.
that is lag.
You know, earlier I was gonna say it'd have been it'd be fun if there was a section where you had a mini mushroom and you had to like continuously hop across a single bullet bill. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah. Just sit there on the ground and let it pass overhead. I didn't get the halfway point because I skipped it, so I'd better dang not die at this point.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Let's make this secret room and go past the halfway point. Is this the only level with bonsai bills?
Maybe. I
I
feel like
forgot they were even in this one.
maybe there's a World 8 level, like 8-1. I think there might be one at the end of 8-1. Alright, I think we're done with the mini mushrooms finally. For this world
hope
at
so.
least. There's only 3 more levels that we need one in, all of which I believe we need to bring from outside.
I started having bad flashbacks when you kept going through the world one level again. I was like, yeah, I remember doing this too.
Just because you can't as easily time the mushroom houses like you can with the Sorry, lost my train of thought with the Koopa shells. I need a mushroom. Thankfully I have one. Because this is one where you definitely need to hit a vine upward. And you need to break the block in the way. Boy, now I'm gonna wonder what on earth, like, secret exit I didn't get because of that vine. Or not secret exit, but like, what secret did I miss in 7-4 because I didn't let the vine grow to max height?
A mini mushroom.
Just a little too late.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, I didn't even know secret exits were a thing in this game until I got to this world, I'm pretty sure.
Luigi.
Didn't try going over the top in 1-2.
Probably not. Like, aside from Mario 3, this was like the only other 2D Mario game I had experience with at the time. And of course Mario 3 didn't have secret exits.
Hey, Mario 3 did have secret exits.
Yeah, they just didn't do anything other than get you a
Magic
Lakitus
whistle.
Cloud or whatnot. Or 2 that got, you got a music box from one, a Lakitus Cloud, or Gems Cloud from another. Then the One Fortress Warp Whistle one.
You know, what exactly is the point of Lakitus Cloud in that
One
game?
3,
I wonder.
the more famous one. Yep. Well, I was safe and I didn't know it.
For me, the purpose of Lakitus Cloud was to skip the first fortress in World 3. Because it was annoying
That
to me
would,
as a
that
young
would be a
kid.
good level to skip, yeah. But it's just like if you die in the next level, you go back over the one you skipped.
Yeah, that was always that felt like a little harsh, especially since the anchor apparently doesn't work that way. The anchor stays anchored even if you... Boy, I am the worst. I blame the screens once again. Because this thing really is small.
Need a magnifying glass.
It's like less than 2 inches across.
I never knew exactly how to get the anchor until around last year, I think.
Yeah, there's only a few of them, and they're all, like, things you have to get specific coin amounts in.
Yeah.
None of which are trivial. Forgetting which pipe this secret even is in. I don't understand, like there again you saw. I keep missing this jump for no reason.
Get good, man.
Hopefully that was enough to get him to respawn. If not, I can just go
I
back
thought
in
you
the
said
pipe.
did good, man.
How? Slip off 5 different places. Like, I don't even know.
Well, you are playing as Luigi.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
blame it
God.
on Luigi, dang it. Oh man, there was a
Luigi
mushroom in
shoots.
there, I forgot. Oh, no, not to bother going down. I swear I'll get it this time. I'm not gonna try to do it immediately, because they're moving too fast.
Just makes me want to scream slippery shoes like Proton John.
Just gonna let these guys bounce off each other until they're all off screen, and then...
By the way, what's a good TRG playthrough to recommend? I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh. I mean, recently? Yeah, I guess I don't know. Have you watched their Super Metroid one?
I think I've seen bits of it. I don't remember if I watched the full thing though.
Yeah,
Wasn't that a while ago?
Yeah, that was a long while ago. That was fun, though.
What was your last one that you saw?
I have no idea. I want to say it was like a Mario Party one or something.
A Mario Party one or the Mario
Basically.
Party one? The first one?
Nearly done with all of these secret exits here. Sorry, 9 exits in a row. 'Cause yeah, there's three levels with secret exits, 2 levels that are technically secret levels, even though one of them is numbered and the other's lettered. And then the castle itself. So yeah, 9 levels in a row you have to do without a save point. Going for 100% unless you just do things out of order or save yourself a save point or 2. This is the only traditional auto-scroller in a... like with a moving camera in this world, interestingly.
This feels very Mario 3-ish. Just in the way all these blocks are laid out and everything.
Yeah. Reminds me of that e-reader level, the first one. Wild Ride in the Sky.
Yeah.
Well, it was already too late to hit that red ring once I saw it.
Luigi, can you like slide your big toe forward to hit it?
He can slide.
Maybe not off the clouds though, those look like they have more traction.
Ah, I thought I remembered there being a coin there. Sort of jumped off screen. Yeah, this looks very Mario 3. It's like the 6, 7?
This also looks very Yoshi's Island.
6,
Like
7
even the
is...
way that star coin was hidden reminded me of a flower. Let's just combine every auto-scroller together.
One super auto-scroller that you might not even see if you take the secret exit in 7-5 instead, or 7-4 instead. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if both of the other, new super... well, all 3. I'm trying to remember if any... Sorry, I forgot 2 was a thing. I'm trying to remember if all of them had a case where you have to find a secret exit to get out. I'm pretty sure that you did that, possibly multiple times. In World 5 and 7. I could be mistaken.
I don't actually remember.
I don't think we did do that.
Luigi.
Yeah, I don't remember we having much of that.
Well, you do have to hit the switches in World 3, I think, to get through. So that sort of counts.
Oh yeah, that game had switches, didn't it? Totally forgot.
Alright. Now we've come to the best level in the game. I hope you are ready to see the second half about 3 times.
I mean, at least you got this music.
This is true. There are far worse tunes to auto-scroll to.
Oh hey, amps. I don't usually see 2D games.
Probably should have grabbed that coin. It may be out of reach now. Yep. Yep. Well, now it definitely is.
You were eyeing it.
Yeah. It's like, maybe there'll be a better time to grab this. Definite nope.
Do boss doors in these fortresses count as checkpoints?
They do not, sadly.
Oh dang.
Although I think this one does have a secret power-up in it, if memory serves. How many times are we gonna say "if memory serves" in this stream? This whole game is just working off memory. I'm not actually playing the game.
It's like I notice how often when I type the word "actually" all the time. Yeah, I don't remember what other level has the snake blocks in it, if any.
One of the World 8 fortresses does, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this
High
is
jump
very
to make while standing. I feel like that was more awkward than necessary. There are easier ways to grab that coin.
Like just standing on it and waiting for the snake to come back. Oh hey, Mario 3 flamethrowers. Kind of a random place to put them.
An auto-scroller-ish? Yeah, like literally this entire world is auto-scrollers aside from a few of the levels in the secret place.
I feel like the sky levels tend to be though.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Now for the worst star coin in the game.
Oh jeez. Wow. Dang. I completely forgot about that one.
I would have thought to
It
try
is
to wall jump the other way.
I was gonna say use a mini mushroom. That'd actually.
I know. I was just thinking. It's like maybe a mini mushroom would actually make that a tolerable jump time. I don't think a wall jump would save you.
From the other side?
I'll have to double check. Because whatever the case is, I never thought to do it any other way. That doesn't at all mean it's the only way to do it, or the correct way to do it. If my first 2 playthroughs of Superstar Saga were any indication. Larry's impossible firebrand room.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that video you uploaded.
I did that.
Which? I need to see that again.
There's a room in like the first area of Larry's, which is the final segment of the castle. You have to like firebrand dash through a bunch of walls.
Which you're supposed to do, that is.
Oh, that stretch, yeah.
Yeah, you can't wall kick off that.
Oh well.
You know, it looks like you should, but...
But yeah, you're supposed to firebrand dash, but the timer gives you literally just enough time to hammer the walls individually. As in, like, I TAS'd it. I mean, not to say it was an optimal TAS, but I had to try multiple times with slowdown to get it right, and I feel like there were maybe 6 or 7 frames of leeway. That's assuming you started in the...
Chugga Conroy said he did the same thing. I'm like, wow, everyone did that when they were younger.
Oh gosh, he should have. Like, if I could, like... if I did something worse than the person that had to preface about 4 times statements in his series. Oh man, like that was such a running thing, him saying, I was so dumb as a kid, I did this!
The worst Mario Luigi Superstar Saga player.
If somehow I
can actually relate.
If I did that and he didn't somehow...
Yeah.
I mean, Superstar Saga was literally my first non-Pokemon RPG. I didn't even know equipment was a thing.
I'd played the Paper Mario games beforehand, and equipment was a very different thing in those.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't play N64 Paper Mario for a while. I played it after I played SPM.
You need to start sooner than you think. You need to start walking slightly before you start to drop.
You think Luigi would make that way easier?
So, I think I might have played Coliseum first as my first RPG.
I've actually been playing that recently. By recently, I mean literally since yesterday.
Okay, yes, Lackey Thunder, yeah!
I thought there was a... Whoa! Okay, so maybe there isn't actually a secret here like I thought there was.
This had to have inspired that one Galaxy 2 boss.
I know what you're talking about.
I like that one.
I like how it didn't make the key appearing sound, it was so far off screen. It still threw it over to the side.
Alright, you defeated him. Here, now go away.
Alright. Let me charge this thing yet again.
Gamepad battery.
Yeah, because we're already 2.5 hours into the stream.
Yep, sounds like Wii U gamepad battery.
We're here finally to World 8.
Finally for the 3rd time. Bowser Jr.'s been waiting here a good hour or so.
Yeah, Luigi kept forgetting something in the previous world.
Like, wait, hold on. There was a snow world I wanted to finish up here first.
There was a snow world?
I know! It's like, it's not even accurate, because you would have to have played the snow world to get there, but it's like, I had to make the joke.
I just immediately thought of that video.
I don't know why I thought this would be 2 hours, because this is a pretty decently long game cast.
Oh boy. Barely got through that nonsense. These crows, man. I don't even know their name.
Probably like schmoes or something, I don't know. It's always an S sound at the beginning.
Joe Crow. Yeah, I don't know. Just as annoying when they're circling as when they actually, like, go and dive bomb at you.
Yeah.
They just sort of take all the airspace. Yeah, I figured there was probably a spring in that.
I love the Earthbound Beginnings crow sprites so much.
I love this secret. Whoop! You! You just land on a crow for good measure.
They couldn't have just hid that off screen. They had to make a new area for it. You know, I like this first half of World 8 where it's not just, you know, the lava one.
Yeah, most of it isn't lava. Well, only half of the levels, yeah. There is a one less Banzai Bill here.
Like, I like this focus on, like, spooky of this world.
I almost got a Mega Mushroom right there! Continuing the trend of immediately starting off worlds with mushroom houses. I haven't gotten fireworks too many times aside from right at the beginning of worlds.
Yeah? Unintentionally. I do like you're mentioning how it's not lobby right now, but it's more like the approach to the fire and lava in depth.
Yeah, there's like crows and booze, it's all like spooky.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything of note in that mini mushroom pipe.
We're gonna pretend that there is...
I mean, it looks like it just goes right through that pipe you just came through, but...
Just pretend that there isn't, and then when you figure out you have to go back to World 1-4 for the uptake time.
Trust me, there'll be times.
Oh, hey, it's that one Super Mario World level.
Ah! Come on! Why would you put it off-center?
Wouldn't want to make it too easy.
Now I don't even know which coin that was. Great. Can we hit the switch today? This is the third we're in trouble. Okay, good. So we miss nothing in the, because there are no secret exits in this world. So we miss nothing of import in the mini mushroom room. I think this is where the third is.
I'd say that's a fairly creative use for those face blocks, but not
Yeah,
that it really changes much.
Yeah, you can trap the skeeters kind of wherever you want, in theory. In practice, it's kind of
Then the
difficult.
water rises.
Well, I mean, you can trap them on one side and then go on the other. Lure them over to the left.
Luigi.
Oh, let's do that again. I should have taken better notice to where the coin was.
Luigi.
At least we know it's right of center. And I won't directly... No, never mind this. Checkpoint is not a physical thing. I will fall directly into it no matter where I am. Unless I just immediately return to map if I miss. Oh, that was a fire flower. Wasn't thinking. So many mini mushroom pipes in this game. It's just like totally not necessary for completion.
Yeah, it's like, please replay these levels.
I'm gonna assume it's right under this block. Then hedge my bets and also be in the center of the one to the right of it. Oh, I was directly centered over it.
Yeah, I was worried how, like, wide the hitbox for those star coins is.
Needs the blocks to trap them. Totally as planned. Ignore that I was clearly trying to
That
hit
other
the
guy
switch
made a
earlier
mad
than that.
dash for you.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Is chat saying things I should respond to? Because I really can't look at the chat now. I'm too far from the, I should open this.
Nah.
Nah, this ain't nothing of importance. Alright, I should have all the coins up to this point, because there are 10 levels left, and my coin count is a multiple of 10.
Luigi.
It is after 2200, so it has been a little bit quieter.
It's funny how speedrunners have to keep things in mind like that when playing these kind of games. Like how to not get fireworks or whatever.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that, I was talking about star coins. So much waiting for cycles in this one. Then finding out you don't have to wait for the cycles, and having to wait for the next cycle.
I watched a 100% speedrun for Luigi's Mansion, and like one of the things you have to worry about the most
Reckon
is
I-
pray. You have to pray that EGAT doesn't explain about Vincent Van Gogh all the time, because that dialogue box is so long.
I need to stop trying to wall kick to save time.
Funny
Is,
though.
is there enough of a window to wall kick off those little platforms?
It is, but it's very hard.
Funny, like on repeat playthroughs of Luigi's Mansion, I seem to get his message about Vincent Van Gogh a little bit less than my first playthrough, at least from my memory.
Well, I had to go check the corner and make sure I wasn't missing anything. Well, we've made no progress.
Maybe these spikes are fake.
He's got a bodyguard.
Oh, for a sec I thought the enemy dropped that blue shell.
The Hammer Bro did.
Oh, he did?
I did miss a coin, so this is why we check our corners. Yeah, the Hammer Bros are enemy versions of Look how I didn't take out his head and it just disappeared. But yeah,
It like popped out of existence.
Yeah, they're variants of the red block.
Yeah, this is a level you have to be more patient than you think you do.
Disappointed that this blue shell hasn't made an appearance ever since.
Unless you count 3D World if you're playing as Toad.
Ugh, please.
Why would you play as Toad in that game?
Completion!
So you know how, like, Toad is apparently the fastest in Mario 2?
Yeah?
Like, I didn't know that only applied to if he's holding something.
Yeah, everyone moves the same speed normally. But Toad,
I just somehow never noticed that.
Toad pulls things the fastest and moves the fastest when holding medium weight things. He actually
It's
moves
very...
faster than his normal running speed.
Yeah, that's kind of specific, but okay.
Gotta check down here and make sure there's nothing up here.
Here, pick something up to run fast.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that to go all the way to the... Oh shoot. Oh no. Don't tell me I can't get this now. Okay, I can.
Oh, good, they put a block there.
2.
Probably more. Sheesh, can I make this jumple? Frickin' A.
The answer is no.
Maybe we can put that in
Yeah,
a
I
less
was kind
silly
of
position.
worried about this, guys.
Maybe we can put that in a less silly position this time. Oh, this second half of the
it doesn't
level
go
is
off screen,
really
does it?
short. I think it does, but I think it loops around.
Oh. Oh, that's peculiar.
Making such stellar progress here. I probably would have divided this up as a 3-stream series if I'd known this was gonna take this long. I expected this to be a for sure 2-stream series.
I feel like the last stream would have just been much shorter than the others. If you did it that way.
We are just taking our time here. At least I didn't miss a coin in the first half.
It's amazing how effective dry bones are as enemies, despite the fact they just walk back and forth.
Yeah, it's like, there better not be a solid wall of bricks, you have to go in from the side. That'd be the worst. Well, I have to fight this guy on the level now.
And having to actually do this as intended.
Yeah, the levels get faster from this point, besides the fortresses, sadly. Specifically the fortresses. The castle, the mid-castle is not that slow, if memory serves. Whoops, I kinda wanted to save. I guess I'll save after this level.
I appreciate the toads building houses all the way out here.
Didn't have the foresight.
The real MVPs.
Didn't have the foresight to build them on the other side of this giant chasm that totally isn't another half of the world.
You still can't beat the Toad from Super Mario RPG who makes it through Smithy's castle by himself.
Yeah, it sells you freaking ultra shrooms. Or whatever the equivalent was in that game. What were they called?
I actually don't remember.
Max mushrooms,
Max
maybe?
mushrooms.
Even though they don't restore all of your H... Or do they? Maybe they do.
I've only actually played RPG, like, I think twice.
I know royal syrups do restore 99 FP. That game's interesting, because technically, I think you can, like, if you do poorly enough on a certain minigame, you can end up with fewer than 99 flowers at the end of the game, being the max possible. But if you do well, you can go way in excess. Like, have way, a lot of extras. And it'll just cap at 99 regardless.
Yeah, that game has, like, way more flowers than needed to get max.
Like, I did not find nearly all of them, and I got a fair amount. Like, I got pretty close to 99.
All I know is that Mallow is underrated. He's the FP drain of that game.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, just pause here for me, will ya? Ah,
Oh, he
sheesh
actually
again.
did.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it out of that one alive. Tempted to take the mushroom house. Just get myself a fire flower.
This is actually everyone's nightmare who was afraid of it in Mario 64. What if it chased you?
Now that we know where the first two coins are, I think you have to go high at the end of the level to get the third. I should have less trouble. We'll count that as not a hit. Gosh, slowing down here is brutal.
And that tail barely has a hitbox to it.
I'm just going to assume I can swim through this totally safely.
I think catches up awfully quick.
I'm not gonna be able to get the mushroom, so that was kind of pointless. Oh gosh, you have to turn around for this one too. Just barely enough time. And no, going up just gets you higher on the flagpole. I will do it nonetheless. I think there's a pipe on the ground as well. Yeah.
I've noticed that for these eels, the hitboxes on it is like smaller than you expect.
Oh yeah, especially the tail. Like a lot of that is just
Luigi.
visual only. Takes the high pipe, does not risk jumping on the Koopa Troopa. This one requires a mini mushroom, and I'm pretty sure it does not provide one, so let's just go get the backup now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Toad House.
Yes.
Luigi.
Okay, it's like the shops from Super Paper Mario. It's just that random tiny shop in the over there that sells hot dogs for some reason.
Yep.
I thought I read somewhere that like the 2D Bowser sections from TTYD actually did inspire them to make this game. Like, oh hey, we should make those 2D games again.
Luigi.
Huh. I barely stopped in time there. Good thing they don't have actual Luigi physics. Just gonna try starting small as well, that way I can potentially save the backup for 8-8.
So hey, AA Rand's here.
Hey. You're just in time for mini mushroom farming. Part 1.
Everyone's favorite part.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, invisible checkpoints, so you can't do like a no checkpoint challenge run.
But on the one hand, it
Go, Ouija.
doesn't make you automatically big, so you can still have low percent runs.
Hiya.
I kept seeing this video on the sidebar, videos I'm watching, where it's like, can you beat New Super Mario Bros. Without touching a coin?
Yeah. I forget who started that trend. Was it, I feel like Steve Gaming made it popular, but like, what's his name? The guy that did the no Jumpless Odyssey challenge. Who was, what's his name
Yeah, I
again?
don't remember.
He was the one that
Actually, look
started
this
the
up.
trend, I think.
Hiya.
Hello. I lost contact with the wall for no reason at all there.
Go, Ouija.
The like Game Champ 3000 or something.
Yeah, that sounds right. Video game myths. It's just like not at all a fitting description of what the series
Yeah, I
actually
was gonna
is.
say. A myth implies that it's something that's like talked about often.
Ugh, lost all of my speed there once again.
Oh wait, his name is Steve Gaming?
Yeah.
I thought you said Steve Gaming.
Holy frick! This got out of hand fast. And of course I died with the mini mushroom. That is the most evil fricking pipe location in the game. Skip it, we're gonna try to get a mini mushroom from this thing.
Ah, dang, it wasn't even the Scuttlebugs.
Still a
Hey,
fricking
you-
shell. Why on earth is it so easy to get shells from these and not mini mushrooms?
Oh man, I was like, hey, you can do the TTYD slots, right?
Ugh, I'm just gonna have to time it.
Go, Ouija.
Time to just eat all of these mushroom houses. Oh,
Just like get onto the pipe and have a mini mushroom in your inventory.
didn't even realize it was the second cycle.
Go,
I
Ouija.
wish there were a way to practice this without expending all these things.
You can't just leave and try again.
I'm the
I mean,
worst.
there is a door there.
Yeah, but once you take the item, you can't leave.
Yeah, they thought ahead.
Go, Ouija.
Skip it, I'll just farm in 1-4 again after this if necessary.
I mean, I doubt you're gonna be using these houses any other time.
Skip it. She frickin' whiz. I hate this secret. Like, this is the worst. The absolute worst one in the game. There are 3 of them in World 8. All of them are kind of obnoxious, but this one is the worst. Because of that stupid pipe being so hard to enter. You can't even, like, just stand on the pipe, wait, and then grab it. You have to, like, do it above, like, somewhere else. Or, you know, just
Oh
go
yeah,
in.
because the mushroom would land on the platform above there.
Yep.
I haven't even considered that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it without a backup this time. It may just be easier to go in mini.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, this is easily the worst like, This is my least favorite level in the game, by far. Oh gosh, it removed the halfway progress, too. Okay, so never mind, that was a bad idea.
Didn't even know it did that.
I did not remember that either.
Like, the way these coins are set up in this level, it's like they know, you know? Like, all these coins seem intended to be jumped to as many.
Shame that they don't just give you the mini mushroom.
Be nice if there were better telegraphs for the scuttle bugs up there.
Luigi.
Yeah, the coins kind of show where they are earlier on, but it's more just memory or reaction than... This time I'll try taking the mini mushroom right before I get the Starman, I suppose. I'll get it back up. I only have to worry about jumping to the pipe and not so much everything else I could possibly get hit by. Apologies for all of the wasted time, viewers.
It's part of the experience.
This is the only thing that I don't like about this game. Particularly this one secret, and an equivalent one later on.
Yeah, I don't say I remember doing this, but I'm like, yeah. I feel like at some point I tried to get to that pipe. I just don't remember if I actually managed to do it.
Now that I'm double shroomed, I'm gonna do it in one try. Or die after leaving the bonus area.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Hey, it still counts.
It does not. This is not DKC1, sadly. Where all you have to do is just go in the dang pipe, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Luigi.
I still need to play that.
Do all of the
I'm putting
Donkey
it
Kong
off.
countries work that way? Well,
I don't know myself.
Work what way?
like, can you in DK Country 2 get a DK coin or something and then leave the level and it count as complete?
Yeah, you can.
Sheesh!
And bonus.
They both just rammed me at once there.
Luigi.
Gee whiz. The hitboxes are so bizarre on these things.
Yeah, they're like really small.
I almost wanted you to just not move and see if you could just dump.
Yeah, I probably could have just stood there, honestly. I got like the perfect cycle the first time. I'm kind of upset that I died after that.
This level and all these, it's like scuttlebug creepypasta.
Worst. Is this where the Starman was? I think it was. That I missed the
Yeah,
Starman.
this
That I missed the
is like a
Starman
very
because my
Starman
hitbox.
design level. But then it's just like, nope, need a mini mushroom.
Why am I taking, like, I'm just losing all of my momentum.
It's kind of badly designed, if you ask me.
Need this Starman. Ain't no way I'm making it through there without it.
For a sec, I thought this was one of those challenges where you had to like continuously hit the blocks as a Starman.
Okay, at least there's little chance of you dying at the end if you can take the Starman out of the pipe.
Luigi.
Which the star would have to bounce pretty far backward in that bonus area for you not be able to take it out of the pipe. And now I gotta go for swag and beat this castle with the mini mushroom. Just keep it till the end of the game.
Yeah. Mini mushroom
Gosh.
only change.
True low percent.
Do it.
Imagine how difficult that would be. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether I was supposed to hit that or not. I definitely would not have been able to make that jump without the mini mushroom, so I just saved some time. I'll have to ride that platform backwards, because these are on-off blocks that would...
Yeah, and then it turns out the rest of the levels are made easier by the mini mushroom.
8-6 will not be. That much is a surety.
Surety.
I forget which one of these you're supposed to have set. So undoubtedly I made the wrong choice.
Very Yoshi's Island level here.
Yeah, this one's... Besides, like, the kind of not knowing what's gonna happen later on, like, I like this level. Compared to most of the rest of the early World 8 levels. Yep, I was wrong. I don't even know if I can undo that. If I can, the mini mushroom will certainly help. Oh, I can make this jump. Only... Nah! I could have made that. I could have made that. That was badly timed. I could have made that jump. Well, now I gotta play it twice.
It still looked like it'd be very close, though.
Yeah. I had to have jumped later and at closer to top speed. You can't whiff the blocks and continue to try to get their contents, sadly. We're losing our 99 lives, slowly but steadily. Not really steadily, actually. We've been losing lives a fair amount, and gaining them back at nearly a commensurate rate. Skip it. Fire Flower isn't gonna do me any good other than a second hit. This is where Bowser would be if he were still alive.
It's the guy I see on Mario Kart 8 online all the time.
Yep, I could have probably made that. You can always just jump through his projectiles, good old school style.
I do like that these games, you can't, like, run through Bowser with invincibility frames.
Yeah, he just pushes you back.
Yeah, you actually do get pushed back.
Ba 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 ba. Oh wait, no, wrong game.
Yeah, you could call this a Valley of Bowser.
I like how it now shows on the bottom screen.
Yeah,
It
it wasn't there before. This is what made U's Final World so so weird. It's like, oh, it actually is this short.
Yeah.
I was expecting the bait and switch. Oh, I don't need these coins anymore, so I don't have to backtrack. Hooray for the mini mushroom.
Plus, I just love the idea of, like, Peach's castle getting turned into the final level.
Blah.
Until every Mario and Luigi RPG did that.
Did every? I mean, it was one.
No, I don't. I'm just being...
It was the final. It was the final giant battle. Peach's Castle is the final area. No, Peach's Castle is the final boss. Oh, the worst thing is if I die after the midpoint, then you have to replay the whole level again, or just like undo the midpoint. 1-4 or whatnot.
You know, for some reason I assumed that was a mini mushroom only, like, segment.
Ah!
Oh no, you can just duck under it.
Alrighty then. That was closer than it needed to be.
I don't know why those blocks remind me of that one 3D world level, where you're just riding on a block that's flipping through the lava the whole time.
Let's see if I can actually get under him this time. I'm curious as to whether his pattern is going to be like pretty much exactly the same or not. Yep, was not going to make it under that. It's cool. It's pretty easy to jump through.
What's it? Three bone tosses, fireball, and then jump. Looks like it.
That's at least the beginning of the pattern. I feel sorry for the programmer that had to write anything more than that. Because who's gonna see it? This one's fun to speedrun as well. Like the next few all are pretty fun to speedrun. This is a tune that just like never gets talked about.
The music?
Yeah, this one here for the
Yeah, I remember,
volcano
like-
levels.
Nah, if you ask me, I feel like these are one of my favorite ones. This is like the highlight of as far as soundtrack goes for New Super Mario.
Oh, that's a one-up I'm not getting.
Hands down was my favorite.
It's got like 5 bars in a row there. That Koopa just constantly turning.
Yeah.
He's like, Mario's coming right at me, but I need to dance to the music.
Ba, 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 ba.
It's really cool.
Yeah, this whole lava world thing was a bigger surprise to me in Odyssey, where it's just like, oh, you're on the moon, you go down a random hole, and then suddenly big lava area with electric guitars.
Yeah.
Ah, Gamer Nation's still here. Apparently this was remixed in Captain Toad.
Huh. I mean, I wouldn't
Yo,
put it past them. They randomly brought back Ghostly Galaxy's theme to 3D Land.
Drop that theme in the
Eh.
YouTube chat, please.
It's a pretty popular track. It was in Sticker Star.
Ghostly Galaxy's theme?
Yeah, before you fought the big boom mini boss, it played Ghostly Galaxy. They're like da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Here we go.
The Waltz of the Blues, I think, is the official soundtrack name. I don't think it was a V at the beginning, but oh well.
Yep.
Waltz of the Blues.
It's cool.
To be fair to the game, that was a really good level. I love the Haunted Mansion level. Who doesn't love Haunted Mansions?
Me, when I have to
Well,
figure out
besides
these,
Luigi.
when I have to figure out all these secret exits. for the-
Yeah, they're kind of my least favorites, short of bad desert levels. Oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be, dang it.
If I only get to the wrapping around.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I survived that.
Luigi was probably like panicking.
That was so
That
good.
was clutch.
What is the point
And
of
now,
this?
now Luigi's souls are burned off.
Better than his
And that-
soul being
no wonder
removed.
he's slippery.
There was a pun there and it just totally didn't work.
Luigi.
Here we have the
Luigi.
inevitable. Here are all of the Hammer Bros we barely used.
Gotta bring out the true forces, the troops.
Yeah, this is the Koopa Forces level here. All these Koopa Troopas and
Roll
Paratroopers,
call.
also known as Point Heaven.
Had to get those point bonuses.
So those blocks are there specifically just for that guy to jump into you, without having to worry about being stomped on.
I didn't even know those big Hammer Brothers were in this game.
They're only in this level. Yeah, I'm gonna take this and see if I can keep it.
Good old Sludge Bros.
Let's see if I can keep this all the way into 8-8. Yeah, not at that rate. Dang it, I keep coming slightly short. So I can just jump up.
Are you ground pound canceling?
Yeah. Can you not? I was gonna say, I tried to kill that guy and he just jumped and cancelled my ground pound. Wait, can I just... Oh no, you still have to grab these. Look how high the jump is. He's still in the sideways position after that bounce. Playing through these levels that were totally not intended to have a mini mushroom in them are kind of fun. Yeah, I got kind of hard to avoid that.
I do want to shout out them for changing how mini mushrooms act and that you can walk on walls.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, you can walk on walls within the later games.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
To be honest, I forgot they were in the other games.
Yeah, they're used so much less.
I mean, thankfully, so I'd rather not have a bunch of secrets hidden behind mini mushroom pipes.
I don't mind the secrets so long as they give you the item. That's
Well,
the
yeah,
annoying
that's,
thing.
That's the other problem.
And before all of these actually have hidden mushroom blocks that I just don't know about. Should have paid attention to that player's guide I got well after beating the game. Oh, there's a Starman in this level somewhere. I don't remember where. Because I remember distinctly running through a bunch of these guys with one.
Jeez, that boomerang is a huge hitbox. You weren't really that close to it.
Oh, there's this Starman. Did that already run out by the time I get over there? Or did I somehow just not pick it up? Can't kill this
What?
guy.
No, you got KO'd. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you grabbed the Starman, but then you went back to kill all the other Koopas.
Should I just let him stomp again?
It's like, hey,
The answer
remember
is yeah.
Bowser from Mario 3?
And now that you've done all that, let me hope that I can also break these blocks, or else I just basically got myself not able to get that by taking the power up.
Here we go.
Well, that's a pretty effortless red coin thing.
Yay for me, Luigi.
If you are slightly slow, though, you just get to painfully watch it disappear when you can't do anything at the end. This is another mini mushroom level. I forget whether you get one or not, though.
It's safe to assume no.
Yeah, my guess is no, but I'm not gonna go farm one and then find out that in fact there was one in the level.
Ah, this
What
level.
is that enemy?
It's a kabam.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know, even if there were one in this level, it'd be kind of hard to tell. Actually, no, it may just be... I think they were called kabams, and then maybe renamed to fireworks kabams.
Remember when we had that discussion, JDA, so we were trying to figure out the name of it? I'm pretty confident that it was during... What was the stream?
I don't remember. And yeah, I don't think you do get a free mini mushroom here. You should probably not stand directly on the block that's about to get broken. Yeah, at least getting this star coin early will make it so I can just make a mad dash for the exit.
Assuming you can get up there. Okay, it's slow enough for a jump, that's good.
This is also kind of obnoxious. Like, 8-4 is hard to get in the pipe with a mini mushroom. This one's hard to survive at the end with the mini mushroom.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go for the backup once again.
Luigi. Hiya. Hiya. Oh.
It just cancels the sound of the block opening if you jump right when it opens. Should be excellent at speedrunning this level by now, but I still have to make these awkward stops.
I never did play that Captain Toad game.
Yeah, I never did either. I don't know.
Even though I liked his levels from 3D World.
Luigi.
I don't think I like them enough to play an entire game of them.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. It's like, you know, I like these levels, but I'd rather spend $60 on another game.
I think it was $40. I think it was a discount title.
I'm so used to most
relatively
games being
discount.
$60.
There have been cheaper games. That was the crazy thing when Kirby's Dream Collection came out. I was like, I am fully willing to pay the $50 that this I thought it was gonna go for, but it was like 30. It's like
What?
shit. It's like 30 games to play 6 Kirby games I've never played before. That's like
Oh please.
the biggest steal.
Yeah.
6
It's like when I went
brand
and
new
got Mega Man
games.
11.
I mean, I guess that's essentially what Mega Man's Legacy Collection would have been if I like actually ended up like gelling with the games. I should give 2 a try. Mega Man 2. I started with Mega Man 1.
I would not start with 1 yet. To be honest, I think 2 is a little overrated, but I think of the
The
NES
soundtrack?
games. Oh no, not the music. The music is great.
Ah.
I think in terms of quality, I think Mega Man 4 is the best from that era. Like, I would recommend Mega Man 4 and 9 the most.
What's your experience, Cloudy Canine, with the X games?
Well,
Uh,
wasn't paying attention to the kabam there.
Oh.
This is why
I
we bring
played-
backups.
I played the first 6 X games.
I'm gonna keep that Starman block around. Oh, whoops!
They're
I forgot where I was.
They're fun and all, but the only one I really like a lot is X1.
Ah, start of it all.
I just don't like backtracking to levels to collect things.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the added element of finding stuff and power-ups, but when I have to backtrack to
Oh gosh,
Chill
this is
Penguin stage just for
oh,
a
this'll
hard
be
block.
fun.
Oh.
I feel like I'm playing one of those little like marble tilt mazes. The amount of precision.
Remember when I said it was a great idea for them to be able to walk on walls in the later games? Yeah.
that would kind of solve this automatically.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it make it... Huh.
Man, I am so glad I have 20/20 vision.
With or without corrective lenses.
Without. For now, at least. Maybe after a couple more plays of this. I'm just gonna sit
It's
here
good
for a
thing I'm
sec.
nearsighted.
Same.
If I die with a Starman on screen, so help me.
It can happen.
Okay. Home-ish, free-ish. Yeah, I can just run off. Good.
Wow, you run fast.
Yeah.
Starman and Mini. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's normal speed. It just looks faster when you're small.
Oh wow.
Let's see if I can keep this mini mushroom to the end of the game, he says. No expectation of that happening, especially given this level is this level. In fact, he doesn't even try.
I love the little 2 next to the fort.
Dang.
And he stops referring to himself in the third person at some point.
Yeah, only if you're Fawful. I still love that one Sammer guy that's named after him. Like, that's great. I didn't expect them to reference Superstar Saga.
I really expect, like, all as far as like Samurai guys just wanted to pull out any and all references they could make.
Yeah, those Treehouse guys had to dig deep. Now, I wonder how many of those were originally references to the same things. Gosh, what if in the Japanese version they were just like 100 totally bland, like the exact same script with a number in them? That'd be hilarious.
I'm Sammer guy number 87.
Be a real cop out.
Or they could pull like the whole flying men thing and just have them get like more depressing every time.
One of my personal goals every time I play Earthbound is to try and get a flying man to Ness's Nightmare, but it never happens. Like, I wonder what happens if you do somehow beat Ness's Nightmare with a flying man.
You just gain him as a permanent party member, obviously. I mean, I don't know how he would possibly survive, given that he just uses all these, like, ridiculously strong PK Rockins. It bugs me that, there was no equivalent of, Rockin' or Love in the first game.
You had Beam, but that was...
That was Beam.
different.
You
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
name it. That's more what I meant.
I mean, not that I'm complaining, I don't want PK Beam Gamma back in another game. No thank you.
Insta-kill. At least you could reflect it.
That move is like every speedrunner's bane, though. It's like, when you're walking across the desert, it's just like, please don't run into a barbot or something.
Ooh, he just jumps right into him.
Yep, let's not do that again if we can help it.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Are you ready for the final boss? After
The
2
final
more visits to 1-4? Because yes, yet again, we have to get a mini mushroom from outside a
Oh,
level
you're
to
being
finish it.
serious?
I am being 100% serious.
Oh.
All of the worst mini mushroom secrets are in the last world. This was just like really forced too. Like this is just an awkward jump. I don't even remember what you're supposed to do with it, truth be told.
I had no clue.
I hope I'm not totally misremembering this. You know, maybe I should just play it just to be safe. It's a long level, but
But then
Not
at
as
least you'll
long-
be prepared.
not as long as playing it twice. Plus the level.
Hey, Aaron, how did you beat this game as a kid? Because you have 99 lives. That's how.
Not
So-
counting all the green mushroom houses, I'm just not touching.
Yeah.
Or any of the dropping to like 50 from these levels, because honestly, pretty confident that's what I did when I first played through this game and complete.
Yeah, this is an interesting gimmick. Castle flipping. Some of these flames.
Oh, hey, it's it's the woe zone.
Well, I made that jump to no avail because there's nothing up there. Yep. Good night. How do they survive?
We take those.
Yeah, I always love the progress bar on this level. You're making 0 progress.
And then when you get to the checkpoint, you just
Yeah, you're just in the middle. I say we're almost halfway there.
Wait a minute. Was this the thing I thought you needed the mini mushroom for? You can totally do it without. I hope that was, because then that means I don't need it. The whole flipping castle thing is really interesting, though. I also like that the thwomp stays in the same relative position. Whoops, the door's on this side.
Yeah, he doesn't turn upside down, and then you see a completely different face.
Like in Advance 4. I don't think there's anything up there. Ah, boy. I hope there's nothing over here. I don't think there is. I'm gonna keep going just to be sure. Okay, I'm Nothing here? Dang it! Nothing here but a flame to the face. I do like that this final level is more puzzle-based than,
Yeah, it's like
than
every
just,
2D
like,
game seems to need like a puzzle castle of some sort.
It's cool to make it the final one, though.
This has been not a theme, but people have made mention of this, including Luigi Geek just now. He loves this castle theme, and I feel like really my favorite castle theme came from what? Was it another Super Mario Bros. Wii or a newer Super Mario Bros. Wii?
I did not care for that. I don't know, the music is a very mixed bag for me in newer.
I'd have to hear it. I don't think I've heard that one.
Like, it sounds very, like, derivative of the new Super Wii theme, which is okay. Like, I like the new Super Mario
It just sounds like a
castle
lesser
theme.
version of this one, though,
Yeah,
you know?
and the ending credits theme is the worst. It's like literally Super Mario World's credits, but worse. It's like, clearly that's what it's trying to be. Forgot I already got that coin. I can't wait to get to the half point and find out that that was not, in fact, the thing I was thinking of.
It's gonna happen.
No, this is it. I don't know why I thought I needed a half... I don't know why I thought I needed a mini mushroom for that. That's an easy wall kick. Maybe I always got on top of the block instead. Or something, I don't know. Like, that is not hard at all.
Yeah, you ground pounded.
Yeah.
Alright, you're halfway done.
Oh, this is
Halfway there, halfway there.
this is a repeating pattern, and heck if I remember what the repeating pattern is.
Middle, then
Whatever's the
up
hardest
and down.
Well, it's bottom, apparently.
Oh, my B.
What you need to do is flip to find the arrows to show you.
Oh my god. But he's playing as Luigi!
Yeah, but that's what was annoying about 8-3 and Super Paper
Yeah.
Mario, is having to switch to Luigi to get on top of a single platform, and then switch back to flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, glad we didn't have to end this on mini mushroom shenanigans. 8-4 and 8-8 were plenty. 8-8 wasn't as bad, though. 8-4 is the stupid one.
Alright, now get that Mega Mushroom in reserve and just cheese it.
Yeah, I've done that
I
before.
mean, thankfully the second half of this fight is so short. Or this castle, so even if I manage to die here, which could very well happen, the trick is, like, passing this guy and also getting under this guy. But he doesn't jump as high if Junior's still alive. So if you throw the shells into Big Bowser, they just do nothing. They just bounce off. He kills them, in fact.
Yeah. It's a neat idea, though. Like imagine if in Mario 3, you had to fight a Boom Boom while you're fighting Bowser.
I mean, or in the E-Reader levels where you have to fight Boom Boom while fighting Boom Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was expecting the jump. There's the jump.
He hasn't been giving you enough, but...
Okay, now for the actual best theme in the game. Like, the Versus theme is good, but this is amazing coming up.
Credits.
Yeah.
I always have I can never, like, remember credits music well for video games.
It's always the best. For any solid game, the credits music, especially, like, 2D games like this, the credits music is the best in the game.
I definitely enjoy my Super Mario World credits music. Do 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 do. Fudge. I think I botched that.
Yeah, I do remember that one, Mario World, so that one's really good.
Okie dokie.
It's too bad that final boss isn't modded as much as Wii's
Oh,
is.
interesting.
Okie dokie.
These letters make sounds on them. I'm used to them being Mario sounds.
Oh,
They're Luigi sounds, because I'm playing as Luigi. I don't know if I remembered that.
Nice touch. I definitely didn't remember that. I didn't even know that you could touch them.
The trick is trying to hit every unique character at once.
Man, I miss those rope platforms. It's too bad those weren't in later levels. Just like in the World 1 castle and that's it.
Yeah, they didn't really get used.
oh, okie dokie.
There's a single apostrophe that I'm gonna have to really try to click. Ooh, that's a sound. I don't even know where that one plays in the game.
He's pressing the words, Gamer Nation.
Hmm?
He has, are you...
Yeah, I'm tapping them. They're on the bottom screen. I think B and C have the same sound. Maybe they're just variations of the same. Yeah. If I can... I may have to look up what the cheat code is, but I'm gonna show off the unidirectional, thing. Like the bonus mode.
Okie dokie.
What are your thoughts on the game, seeing me replay it and reminisce?
It's like, huh, this is a lot better than I remember. Even though I remember DS being my favorite, it's like, it looks better than that even.
Nothing can top the lava sound. Soundtrack. That's only my bias.
The castle music in for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus this, the Versus theme.
Versus theme, however, yeah. When I reheard that, like, last year, I was like, yes, never mind.
Sounds very, like, double dashy, the Versus music.
Yeah. I mean, it was composed to be the original theme, presumably. I should have hit that U. I haven't seen many U's. Makes a bouncing sound.
Otherwise, yeah, really enjoyed catching all of it in one day. Because I watched your first part earlier, so I could make certain I got myself up to speed with anything that was discussed.
A solid 7 hours of New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it was much shorter though with a 1.5 speed, so...
So
instead of
I can't do that on mobile, though.
3 hours, so it was only
You can
2
do that on
hours.
mobile. If
What,
you're,
speed up videos?
yeah, if you're playing it from the app.
I've never seen that option on mine.
Forget where it is.
I wouldn't know since I
Is this
used
like a
this, yeah.
depend? Maybe this is a certain type of phone exclusive thing only. I don't know.
Black Eye Thunder, yeah!
Yep. There's the apostrophe. The only one. Good old Tim O'Leary. When it makes the jump sound, if you click outside of all of the letters. Or I only just
really the
figured that out.
Is that really the only Sledge Bro in this game? Now that I think.
Yeah, it was in that level.
Oh, it makes that X sound either. There's a lot of like unique. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there are too many enemies that are unique to a single level in this game. And this is where we would normally find out that Luigi is a thing. Despite the fact that he actually appears in the, like, opening credits. Or not the opening credits, the opening, title screen demo, if you let it loop enough times.
You can now play as Luigi.
Alright. So I should have 80... Now I can get those 2 stars up to 3 by buying everything. So this just shows different backgrounds on the bottom screen.
It's totally worth the star coins.
I definitely prefer my blue bricks, so.
Yeah, blue bricks is probably the best, aside from the default. Okay, now let me see if I remember this code correctly. Oh, there we go. So yeah, maybe it is just a post-game thing. Because I'm pretty sure I did that correctly.
The secret challenge mode.
It's so bizarre when games have like a secret thing you can only access with the code.
Yeah, so this base... Here, let me show on 6B, since that's a fun one to speedrun anyway. But basically this makes it so that the camera cannot scroll backward. There are a few levels you just can't beat this way. I think 6-4 is one of them, because you have to wall kick and like hit that switch and backtrack a
You
bit.
just can't beat the level.
Yeah,
Let's try it.
I think it lets you know that you can like exit from map, and that's probably why it's post-game exclusive.
Yeah, they're like, please know that we have play tested our games.
Yep, so much for speedrunning. Whatever. Used to be better at that level. Anyway, that's been the game, but I'm going to see if I can get the YouTube to show up on here. And if not, I will at least play that remix in the background I was talking about earlier.
Go back to the game though, like try to go back to the left, and I actually get to see it.
Oh, true.
I mean, you went through, you kept holding right, so I didn't really get to see proof of.
Well, let's do it on 6-4, because I'm pretty sure you can't beat this one.
Good.
See? Stuck on the wall.
Oh well.
Plus now you get to hear this sound that you never could before. Mario play this.
I'm just hearing that sound he makes in Sunshine when he grabs a ledge. They're like, whoa.
Sound that I most readily recall from Sunshine is, I think when he was trying to pull something and he's like,
Yeah, or just holding something.
Oh, you can make it up there
yeah.
without that. Maybe this is the part I was thinking of, though. Dang it, now I want to see. Fancy wall kicking can get you through any stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, wall cake with the mini mushroom.
Yeah, if nothing else, maybe the mini mushroom makes it possible. Wouldn't have been surprised if ground pounding just made you go straight past the ledge. I didn't even know I got hit there.
what the heck was that hitbox anyway?
What, the block was just really hot.
Okay, yeah, you can beat this, I'm pretty sure. You can see that bottom path I never showed. You can't get a one-up on this flagpole, though.
Oh well.
So nice.
If this were 3D World, that'd be a problem.
There are definitely some levels, like Bowser's Castle, you can't beat that way, and I'm pretty sure they're just disabled.
You almost got yourself a Mega Mushroom house from that.
Oh. From the timer? Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can figure this out here. Oh, if my computer will move.